we've done the village. We've been working on the village, and I did manage to do the interiors off stream, which I'm glad about. So today will involve adding some NPCs and perhaps some dialogue too. So if you guys do have any interesting ideas for dialogue and NPCs here, I would love to hear. I've thought of all the standard ones, like, you know, your shopkeeper, blacksmith, innkeeper, barkeeper. They'll be all there and stuff. We need to give them names and as well. We need to make them fun peoples. It started fine, got really drunk with the housemates and ended up really badly hungover. Oh, and your SO was sick all weekend, so I was taking care of her for it. Oh, that's horrible. Well, I hope she's feeling better, and bless you for taking care of her, Huckleberry. You're very sweet. And I hope the hungover wasn't too bad for you either. You'll always be my favourite brother. Thank you, Tripter. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And thank you for the hype as well, Huckleberry, for Tripter. Been working crazy hard, but it's cool I've got a week off work now because it's your B-day. Oh, are you doing anything special? Turning 20 out? I'm getting on. If you think that's sold, well, I've got a special age this year and nobody thinks I look it, but I am. I'm going to be 30 this year, so help me. Everyone thinks I look 10 years younger, but I'm not going to complain. I've heard that life ends at 30. No, it only just begins. It only just begins. RPG Maker used to play games like this when he was I did too. I was obsessed with this piece of software growing up, which is why I'm kind of introducing it to my streams now and doing something fun with it. I like the idea of doing stuff with the community and writing together, writing the story together. It'll be fun. It'll be lots of fun. Graveyard Keeper, hi Binary, how are you today? How are you doing? You're aging like fine wine? I think I'm aging quite well too, but I've got good genes. My mum is, she's sick. I think she was 60 this year, but she looks like about 45, so yeah, hopefully I take after her. Happy early birthday. Yeah, I hope you have an amazing one. You don't look 30 at all, so you'll be fine. Thank you, Tripter. Everyone thinks I'm way younger. Yeah, you do look younger, Tripter. If I'm correct, I did see your selfie. So I do think you do look younger as well. It's cool to be young, cool to look young. You look younger than me. You're a rough 25. I'm sure you look fine, Huckleberry. Everyone does. I get ID'd all the time, and it's just embarrassing for them in the end because I'm like way older than the age that you need to be in this country to buy alcohol. Hi Res, hi Kung, how are you doing? How have you been? You still having a blast with your Sims game? And Pink Zeppelin as well, how are you? Lovely to see you make it, Pink Zeppelin. I hope you're not too tired. I've never had anybody comment on the age I appear, but a lot of people say I'm too skinny. Oh, ignore them. We all come in all shapes and sizes, don't we? I mean, I'm very petite and people have always commented on that too. And I think that's another reason why I look young for my age. Probably is. I don't know if I have a young face. Maybe I've got a young face too. Maybe. I was so obsessed with RPG Maker, ripping Final Fantasy music and programming awful. Ruby, lol, yeah. It's gonna be fun. There's definitely gonna be a lot of references, I think, to everyone's favourite things in this game. I mean, it's getting wacky already. We've already got a barrel NPC in this game. Like a living sentient barrel. Which is crazy. We haven't even started yet. I assumed you were like 12. You thought Silent and Lost was 12. Silent and Lost if Silent and Lost was 12, he'd be a genius 12-year-old. You went to go smoke. Please don't joke about ages when it's been oh yeah. I always joke that I'm young, but it's obviously sarcasm. It would be ridiculous if I got banned for obvious sarcasm. I'm lean, and people who call me skinny are always insecure people in general. Yeah, people who always want to put others down to make themselves feel better. That's who they are. You're scared of robots? I love robots. When I was in college, I had people ask if you was a professor. Really? That's awesome. You must look clever then, Huckleberry. When they call me, it makes you insecure. Well, you definitely don't feel insecure. It's a good thing, and it comes from a place of jealousy when people are mean, I think. And hi, Tetsu, how are you doing? Happy Monday. Is everybody having a good Monday? You love bacon. You know what I love? Chocolate. I think everybody here knows that, don't you? I'm a big chocolate fan. You can't even grow a beard? I know I can't either. I'd love to have a beard. How's that? That would look rather dapper, wouldn't it? Doggo cuddles. Oh, I'm jelly. I want doggo cuddles. You're not playing Sims, but you're playing Division 2. Awesome. I hope you're having a blast, Kong. They're just haters, yeah. Just never listen to them. Get rid of those sort of people from your life. Get rid of all the toxicity. A moustache would suit me better. Yeah, I think I'd like to have a moustache for a day. Most definitely. But for those of you that don't know what this is all about, because I've only just, although I've been I started this last year, this project, but we've only just brought it to the streams last week, and it's going to be something we do on Mondays. So if you do want to read more about what the hell it's all about, then that's the link to go to. And this is our first little village. I'm going to just turn the music on mine because it's full blast on my end. I think it's okay for you guys though. And I've been doing the interiors. This is our item shop. But there's, yeah. We got 2 miles. When it's got a grid of squares, I always tend to have it on that one often because, I don't know, I just do. But that you can see it properly when it's like that. And I've got them all here, but I need to put them all on their own screen. I've managed to make this full screen as well. It was like a little tiny box last week when we play tested it, but I'm thinking it will look better full screen. I managed to get a plug-in to do that. So I'll show you guys that soon. I think it looks pretty full screen. And it hasn't like stretched the pixels or anything like that. It's the pixels have all remained the same. You had an ex who was a narcissist. Oh gosh. Yeah. Narcissists are the worst. Keep well away. As soon as you see narcissistic traits, get out of there. But it's exactly what Mary. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Trisha. You should make viewers NPCs. Well, if you have a look, there's a link on that link I sent you. And basically, we already have about 11 characters that are regulars in the stream. Anybody that spent a certain number of hours in the stream get to be a character. It's kind of a reward for being so supportive to the stream. And yeah, it'll be a lot of hours to be able to be a character, but it's a way to keep it all under control, I guess, because if we have like too many people coming in with characters, then we'll get overwhelmed. But everybody's character has like a proper backstory and stuff. Some people have chosen to be minor NPCs because they don't want to be a big character in the thing, which is fine. Some people prefer that, but if you want, you can like be like a full-on major NPC or a playable hero as well. I think we have 5 playable heroes, 4 major NPCs and 1 minor NPC so far. Shower hype, yeah. How many hours? It's 120 hours, which sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot, but it can soon build up. I kind of like, I was figuring out what would be the right number of hours, and there was about a couple of dozen people that had that or more, and I thought that's a good starting point. And because this is such a long-term project, it's going to go on for a long time. So there'll be gradually more people that reach those hours over time. But yeah, if you read the document on the link, you'll be able to see everything. It explains in detail what it's all about, and I've got a link to to basically everything now. I'm using the Linktree website, which is really cool, I think. What if I send you chocolate? What if you beg? Yeah, I've even put that in the FAQ. I've put a sad face there, but I want to be a character. And yeah, it's just my way of keeping it so we don't get overwhelmed. Because last week it was our first week, and there was 3 or 4 people that came in saying that they wanted to be a character, and some of them hadn't even been in the stream before. So if you know what I mean, you kind of do have to have some control, because it can end up chaos, and it's very time consuming for me to do the character sheets as well. So but it's definitely pretty awesome if you get to be one. So it's a good reward. When running my tabletop campaigns, the NPCs you've noticed are people stick to are the strung out baggers and raving madmen. Yeah, one person that picked to be an NPC has made it be a character from Oblivion, which is quite funny. You can be a character from another game if you want to reference that. Some people are themselves. Like Careless Rex is a dinosaur, and he's kind of chosen to be the reptile race, and he's even wearing a hat, which he wears in real life too. How are you doing, Rex? I know, look at that sad emo. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? That's my new emo, guys. But anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, so we did some polls last week. Have we got the command up? I think I've ticked it off, but if you guys want to see what those polls were, they're here. But they're all closed now. All these polls are closed. Is it not coming up? Is it being a silly Billy? That's weird. Are you being a silly chatbot? Okay. I'll try again. Yeah, those were last week's polls. So if you want to have a little look, they're all closed, so you can't vote anymore. But we might be having some more polls today. So keep your eyes open for those. The sooner you get your voting or your suggestion, the more likely it's going to get picked. That's what we learned last week. But I'm still figuring out what polls we should have. I've got some ideas of questions I can ask, but I'm wondering if we should save them for a later time. Last week, right, I'll show you guys something. Let's get my Twitter up. This is my Twitter. Let's get the Raindrop Chronicles Twitter up. And you can't see me, I'm all covered up. Right, let's get my cam. Let's get my cam in front of it. There we go. Okay. Right, where were we? Yeah, I did this. This is our poll results. I'm not sure you guys will be able to see that very clearly on that screen though. You'd have to go on the Twitter to see it properly. But it's got all the poll results on there, and we decided that the hero is going to be in a barrel at the start of the game, and this barrel is going to be alive. He's going to be a living barrel. So I'm probably going to make the avatar for that barrel today. And one question I had for chat was, well, we need to figure out a name for this barrel. That's one thing we've got to do. Let's hide this now. So feel free to add suggestions. I'm probably not gonna bother doing a poll for some questions. Some questions I'll just ask in chat, because otherwise we'll end up with millions of polls and it'll get overwhelming. So some questions like, what should we call the blacksmith? What should we call the tavern keeper, barkeeper? Like things like that we don't need to bother doing a poll for, because they're kind of like mini questions. And I will just randomly ask questions in chat sometimes, and if I like the sound of something that someone suggests, I'll just go for it. Barry! Harold the Barrel. Oh my gosh, I like that. Barry the Barrel. Oh my god, guys. These are all too good. Oh my god. That is like perfect barrel. I like Harold too, but maybe we could call the guy in the the item shop, Harold. We've got an item shop here. Let's get it up. This is our item shop. So I've done it so we've got some like bags in the background and potions and stuff. Our weapon shop's here. We've got to sort out the sizes for that and stuff. Our inn is here, and our little cafe / tavern is here. So these are our little buildings. We've only got 4 buildings in this place. We decided on Lakefall for being the name. So we're going to link all those up so that you can walk in and out the buildings today. We're going to add the NPCs behind the counters. So we're gonna think of what, yeah, we can call him Harold or something. We're going to have to have a bar. So we're going to have there's going to be at least 4 NPCs just for the owners of these buildings. And we might give some of them for family, we might make the barkeeper have a brother or sister or something, just to bring the town to life. We're not going to just have we're going to have, it's a small village, but we're going to have a few NPCs here at least, and the barrel, of course. But I'm going to note down your suggestions, guys, so I don't forget these. So we've got Barry the Barrel. And I've got another question about this barrel, guys, which I'm going to ask in chat now as well. Shall we give this barrel a face? Shall he have a face or shall he have no face? What do you guys think would be better? This barrel's alive, don't forget. He's going to talk. This barrel has a personality. He's not just an object. So it could make sense to make it have a proper face, because it would be a bit unusual to have just a barrel, a normal looking barrel, but it needs eyes. Yeah, it definitely needs eyes. And it's quite funny, actually. I was thinking, there's a barrel in Cuphead, isn't there? You know the game Cuphead? There's a lot of sentient objects in that game with faces, and I remembered there's a barrel with a face in that game, so we can take a bit of inspiration from that. We need to give the barrel a personality too. Is he going to be cheeky? Is he going to be serious? There's still many things to think about, but you guys just give your suggestions, and I'm gonna take notes so none of this is forgotten. But we're definitely going to do at least 1 poll today. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, I don't know. But I want to. But there's some questions, for example, to flesh out the barrel and the hero a bit more. But part of me is thinking maybe we should wait and keep those things a mystery at the moment. But I'm definitely probably going to start the first part of the story today. Actually get the first part of the story written. So yeah, I think we should do that today. So we're definitely going to have that as a poll. But we're probably going to wait until a little bit later in the stream to get that poll up, because we need to flesh out some of the NPCs before I know what I'm going to write in that. But chin, let's see what you guys are saying. I need to make sure I take all this into account. Don't want to miss any of it. Okay, so we had Barry the Barrel. We also had Harold suggested, which I really like as well. Even if we don't call Harold the Barrel, I want it as an NPC name. Harold Barringster. Harold Barringster. We might ask chat what they prefer out of Barry and Harold. Barringster. It should be a girl named Burial. Oh yeah, that's another thing, the gender of the barrel. Wow, we're gonna have a lot of things to vote for about this barrel, actually. Might do some straw polls for it today. Because the poll.ly website that we used last week, that's going to be used a lot, but that one's mainly going to be used when I want viewers to add suggestions. But for yes and no questions, should it be a boy or a girl, or should it have a face or no face, we can just use straw poll for that. So yeah, I'm probably going to do some straw polls today to figure out what everybody prefers for the barrel. But I'm going to just make sure I've written everything down. Trip to Think's just eyes, but we definitely I want everybody to get their say on this, and we might have eyes, we might have a mouth too, but whatever gets the most votes is gonna win. So I think maybe we should do our first poll soon. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything, chat. Yeah, the angry barrel in the pirate boss fight, that's it. No mouth, everything shade should be slightly muffed. It's a cheeky jokester, Huckleberry thinks, and Silent thinks it should be childish. Okay, let's make notes of this. A cheeky jokester. Childish. This stream is a barrel of monkeys. It's going to be quite funny because originally the hero's like a stowaway in the barrel. He like probably lived somewhere else and just jumped inside this barrel to get here. We'll flesh out his backstory at a later time. And I think he probably didn't know the barrel was living, and then all of a sudden he arrives here and the barrel starts talking, and he's like, oh, or she, because the hero can be a female as well. And he's like, or she's like, whoa. You should have faced like this. Oh, let's see what this is that Rex has put in. Right, I'm intrigued. Daryl Barrel. I like that one too, Pink Zeppelin. I'm gonna make sure I really don't want to miss any of these. I'm so worried I've accidentally missed some suggestions. Because I'm going to do a straw poll, hopefully in the next 10 minutes, about the first one we're going to have is what's the barrel's name going to be. And I'm going to put all these, I mean, I could have done a poll.rly, I could have done that, and you guys could have added all these in this. I think I've made it more confusing for myself. I might do that, guys. I might just do a poll.ly. And what the hell, that face is really scary, Rex. Yeah, we need to figure out the gender as well. Like, if we decide it's going to be a lady, then it wouldn't make sense if they're called Barry or Daryl. So, yeah, this is going to be this is the confusing part. We can't just assume the gender of a barrel. Yeah, well, it could have no gender, but if it's called Barry, it's going to automatically be a guy. I mean, there could be a lady called Barry, who knows? That would make it even crazier. You like the face Rex posted? It should be female, yeah. Wait, is the hero male or female? The hero can be either. We've got a custom hero generator right at the start of the game, and you can choose what you want them to look like and what you want their gender to be. So we're going to just call the hero a they, because they're not a male or a female. The barrel should be attached to the hero and blush since the hero has been inside them. That's really funny, because we're going to have some funny dialogue at the start. Because the hero is inside the barrel. Like, can you see in this corner, guys? We've got, I'm going to zoom in so you can see. But in this corner right here, behind the little cafe tavern, we've got 4 barrels. So one of these barrels is going to be the sentient one. And the hero's going to poke his head out as soon as the scene opens. And the barrel will suddenly start speaking, and we want to have some funny dialogue going on between them before the hero gets to walk around and go inside the shops and talk to some of the other NPCs. So if you guys have any ideas for funny dialogue that can take place between the barrel and the hero, then I'd love to see, and I'll make notes of them. Also, there's one really big question that's been hovering in my mind. Whether the hero is going to be a silent protagonist or not. Because in games like Stardew Valley and Fallout and Skyrim, everybody, you can create your own hero, right? But they never speak. They just listen to the NPCs. And it kind of allows the hero to be a sort of figure in the background, and it's more about the world around him and the characters he meets rather than the hero. Or we could have them talk just like a normal character. Like that's like really huge decision we're gonna have to make. So I think we're gonna do a poll for that too. We're gonna have a few polls I think today. So we'll get them up soon. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any of chat. But if I do the polls now, everything you guys are saying you can put in the polls, because we're going to use poll.ly to do it, which allows you to add your own suggestions. And we used those last week, and I think that worked really well. So we might as well stick to that. I don't want anybody who's suggested anything awesome to miss out on this and accidentally not put their choice in. So I might go through chat and check what hasn't been added and add it myself, and just put in brackets who suggested it. Some of your ideas have been really cool. But here we go. What poll should we have first? Should we have the name for the barrel or the gender for the barrel first, or should we have? We got a few questions today to be answered, and so we need to figure out what we're going to ask first. What's the best starting point, do you reckon? But damn it, you guys have suggested a lot of things, so there's going to be a lot to be decided, and it's definitely a lot easier for things like this to be put to a vote, because it's so many good ideas, and it's like, oh, what should we pick? So I'm curious as what is fun about monkeys in a barrel. What's monkeys in a barrel? Barrel can be yeah. See what I mean? There's so much going on here. Guys, right, I'm going to ask you right now, what should our first question be? There's so much that's been asked. Name for barrel, gender for barrel, silent protagonist for hero or not a silent protagonist, what sort of face should the barrel have? Like, there's all these things we can ask, and I want to know what, because if we start with what should we call the barrel, then you know what I mean, the whole gender thing will be irrelevant then, because if Barry wins, then it's a boy. We could have, I mean, it's not impossible to have a barrel with a boy name that has a woman face. I mean, this game's going to be a bit crazy, so that's not impossible. It's going to be proper wacky. I believe it was an old board game. What's that, Rex? The first question should be, what is the name of the largest river in the end? I think we should start off with what should the name of the barrel be. I think that's what we're going to do, guys. And the name, if it's Barry, if it's a girl's name that wins, we'll just see what happens. Like, we're going to have a poll as well on what should the face, the barrel be. So say if the name Barry wins and then the face is a lady face, then we're going to just have to have a lady face barrel called Barry. That's what we'll do. So it don't matter if it's a boy name with a girl face. This is going to be a crazy game. So let's start off the question. What should the barrel NPC be called? It's our first one. So guys, if you're still here and you've thought of a good name, don't forget to add it to this poll, because there's a chance it might not get added. Otherwise it will be long forgotten, because there's been so many suggestions said in chat that they've probably disappeared into the mist now. So we're gonna, okay, that's definitely worded right. I'm gonna just check something, guys. I want to make sure I'm going to look at a random poll from last week and see what that was. Oh yeah, vote or add suggestions. I need to add that. Okay. Vote or add suggestions. Okay guys, this is going to be posted in chat now for you. I'm not going to add a suggestion for this one. Sometimes I'm not going to add my own suggestions to polls, guys, because I feel like there's a bit of bias and people automatically go for mine sometimes. So sometimes I will, like if I genuinely have a good idea, I'm going to go for it myself. I'll write my own. Or if I like you, so, you know. But this time I'm not. I'm going to let you guys suggest the name for what the barrel could be called. So that poll is right there in chat now. I'm going to update the command for the polls. So this is the polls of the week. So we've only got one poll of the week so far, which is what should the barrel be called. So if you got, I'm going to show you guys now. That should be there. So polls, vote or add suggestions to polls of the week. So if you click on that, it'll lead to this link, and that this command will be popping up in chat throughout the stream, so people lurking and that can vote or suggest if they want. So there was quite a few suggestions that you guys gave. I want to make sure they all get added. So I will probably have a little flick through chat myself, like an add if I'm finding that some are getting missed out, but I want you guys to get the chance to add them first. The first question is, why is the first question? That's true. That was the first question. Okay. I'm waiting for these to pop up. Oh my god, they're already here. Or there was nothing there, and I refreshed and everything was suddenly there. Thanks Binary and Rex for your suggestions. Get your votes in, guys. We've already got 5 up. I mean, last week we had the polls open for 24 hours. They closed the following day. On the usual day that my stream ends, they were open for 24 hours. So we'll do the same this time. Today's polls will be, all the polls we create will keep open for 24 hours, and I will put the links up on Twitter, and I will close them tomorrow, and we'll see what wins. So we've got a lot of time to vote. I want everybody to get the chance to vote. So this means, although we are creating NPCs in stream today, there'll be a lot of unanswered things. Like, we're not going to know certain things yet about the barrel. We're not going to know what its face is going to be like until tomorrow, or what its name's going to be. So I do want to do the avatar for the barrel today, but we'll only be able to do the actual barrel part of its face. We won't be doing the features of the barrel today, but we will definitely be doing the shape of the barrel, the avatar. Because see, the barrel needs an avatar. All the others have avatars. But I like your ideas, guys. But yeah, just to remind you again, make sure you add, guys. There was some very, 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 very awesome suggestions, and there was like loads. I swear there was about at least 20. I might be exaggerating, but I just don't want any of those cool names to not be added. So make sure you add them. Actually, click your name, Binary. Suggested Carol the Barrel. I love that, Binary. I love Carol the Barrel too. I think there's so many good ones here. I can't wait to see what one wins it. So we'll see. And there's a few more questions. I think we're gonna have to. I'm gonna add the face. I'm gonna do one for the face now. So let's get poll. Get the website. How can I get it tabbed open? The city website. Have to copy and paste. Okay. Okay, so the next question is going to be, what kind of face should the barrel NPC have? Do you think that's the right wording, guys? What kind of face should the barrel? Because for this one, you can just either describe the face, or you can put a link. Like Rex put that heart face thingy thing in. So if you want to do that, Rex, you can put the link in as your suggestion. So what should the barrel NPC's face look like? Ooh, let's make sure we don't have any typos. I'm going to put in brackets. Post link. But I don't want people to feel forced like they've got to post a link. Feel free to post link, vote or add suggestion. Okay, so hopefully that's fine. Hopefully that's worded okay. And I'm not going to add my own suggestion to this one either. I'll let you guys decide what the face should be like, because I actually don't know what this face should be like. So I'm going to put the link in now. I'm also going to add it to the command. Like, I swear these streams these Raindrop Chronicles streams, the majority of the streams is going to be polls. Like, polls are going to be like at least the first half of the stream each week. I feel like it's going to be a consistent thing, having polls. But I think that's fun. Lets everyone get involved and feel part of it. I want that to be. I definitely am happy with that sort of thing. Okay, so polls. So we got 2 now. We've got what should the barrel's NPC's face look like, and what should the barrel NPC be called. So now is the time. Either describe what you think the face should look like, or post a link to a character who has a face that's an object to give us a bit of ideas. Because there's so many endless possibilities for something like this. Like, there's just so many types of faces out there. We could go in many directions. But I kind of might create the avatar myself. But I also might use because I'm definitely going to do the barrel myself, because there isn't a barrel avatar out there in existence. So I will have to do the actual barrel myself. But for the face, I might use some of these, or use them and make edits of them if necessary, because we have because then we got a consistent style. We want the barrel to feel part of the world. We don't have to go off track too much. But for what is described, like whatever wins the poll, I'm going to make sure it looks as close to that as possible. But yeah, was there any other questions I asked that we can add to this poll? I swear there was. He should say, "Oh, Maui Shindu." Yeah. Oh, yes. The personality of the barrel. That was the other question. Yeah, like, because someone suggested cheeky, another said childish. We could have like a lot of different personalities here. So this one will work similar to our poll last week about what are the villagers like here, where I put down a load of different adjectives. And don't forget, you can vote more than once on these polls. You don't have to just vote once. So you can vote for as many options as you like. But this one is, what should the barrel MP personality be like? Is there an apostrophe there? I'm sure there is. Sometimes I get confused, but I'm gonna make sure there's no typos in this game. I'm pretty good with spelling and grammar, but we all can screw up from time to time. So you guys will definitely correct me if I ever write any of the dialogue wrong in the game. Be like, what should the barrel NPC personality be like? Suggestion. Like, I feel my brain's really mushy this afternoon, and I feel like I'm going to write all this wrong. Okay, I'm going to add a few of these myself, I think. Oh, I'll say cheeky. I'll add that, and I'll let you guys add the rest. I was going to say childish, but I think Silent and Lost might want to add that one. So let's see if I can think of any others. Hi Liquid, how are you doing? We're working on our community game project today, which is like a really just for fun project, just like a lot of it's not for profit or anything like that. It's just literally for fun. But if you want to find out more about it, click on that link, Liquid, and there's an FAQ page and a link that'll tell you all about it if you're intrigued. But we're doing polls at the moment so we can build up the NPCs and their personality today. A lot of these polls are about this barrel NPC that we're having. Yep, bonkers. We have a barrel NPC. I'm going to just check chat. I'm going to read what Rex and Silent have been saying. Oh my goodness, what if the barrel becomes the invent? Ooh, I actually have it as an item. That's it can, like, yeah. We kind of have to think what can this barrel offer the the hero, but I like that, it actually being an item and offering something to the hero, like having some special ability or power. That's an option. Or maybe it could do absolutely nothing. Maybe the barrel just sits in the inventory and just says something from time to time when we're on the journey. Like we'll be doing a poll for that as well, Silent, so we can decide what the barrel can offer to the game, because I definitely would like it if that happened, because it would suck if like the barrel was in this village and you never see him again. And yeah, the barrel's a big chunky barrel and it's bigger than the hero, but who gives a damn, right? You can put big giant items into your inventories. Like that's how fantasy games work. You just put a massive elephant into your inventory if you want. So there's no laws with how big something has to be. Anything can fit into your pocket. But yeah, I like that idea, Son. So we're going to definitely do a poll as well for that, so we can decide what actual item it will be in the inventory. Because there's a lot of ideas and creativity we can do there. Or if the barrel wants to be part of our world, then the name should be Burial. If anybody strongly is passionate about an option, like Rex is really passionate about Burial, I think, or Burial, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. If anybody's really passionate, then I advise you to like bribe all your friends to no, I'm not going to encourage deceit, but if you are, then put up a tweet or something and say, I think this option is the best because so you guys should back me up on this. If you're passionate about an idea, I wouldn't tell you off if you did that. So if you really are passionate, it limited you to one vote, really. Have I set something up wrong? Because it shouldn't. Like, you should be able to click on multiple ones. So if it is doing that, guys, let me know. It does glitch sometimes. It glitched a bit last week. So if it's glitching, just refresh it and see if it works. Just if there is any problem, just let me know. But you should definitely be able to vote for multiple, because I'm able to. That's how Barrel Chan was born. It's not for profit. It's trying to get rich. Not just an item. The barrel is literally is the inventory of the hero. Oh yeah, that works too, because everything can go in there. Yeah, everything that the hero gets that would be in the barrel. I mean, it would have to kind of disappear. Like it would be a bit weird to have the barrel following the hero, I think, but I don't know. I think there's a plugin that might allow the party to follow the hero, a bit like in Final Fantasy VIII. I don't know who's played that game here, but it's all the party members follow Squall in that game, which I thought was pretty neat. But there's a lot of like plugins with RPG Maker that adds creativity like that, but they're all like, it's all up in the air at the moment how it's going to work and things. There's a lot of but we'll say, like, things like this will all be voted on polls. So if there's ever any, maybe we should have this plugin, this does a pretty neat thing, I would add it as a poll, and everyone would say, yeah, I like that, or no, I don't like that, and we'll just see what wins. And yeah, getting jealous of all the female characters the hero interacts. And we probably will have a romance feature in this game. So that's the whole reason we went for the custom here. I know I'm really behind with chat at the moment, by the way. I'm really behind. I'm getting like carried away responding to everyone's sentences. But yeah, there will be a romance feature in the game. That was the whole reason we did the custom hero thing in the first place, so that we had more options. We couldn't even have a good or evil kind of system as well. Whereas if we actually used Rose Rainblood, the vampire, as our main protagonist, we wouldn't have been able to do that, because she's a set character with a set personality. So that is the whole reason we did the custom hero, which I really like. Battle Street. It doesn't, Rose, it wouldn't let it. Before it wouldn't let me, it's letting me now. What do you mean, Rex? You mean it's still not allowing you to do multiple options, or it is now? You said it's letting you now, so I hope it is. I'm super behind on chat, so I'm replying when you guys are like. And hi Lat, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Lat. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. A barrel with legs following them everywhere. Final Fantasy VII style, it just merges with the hero's body. Yeah, that's how most Final Fantasies work. The playable heroes that are with Cloud just like all go inside him, and it's just Cloud walking in dungeons and that. But Final Fantasy VIII did change that a bit. They actually made the playable characters follow Squall in the field and in dungeons, and it added a bit of realism to the game, which I quite liked. I'm definitely going to look and see if there's a plugin that does that. I'm curious. So there's no promises yet, because I don't know if it's a thing, but if there is, then I will definitely consider doing that with the heroes. If you guys like the sound of it, that is. There will be a vote, a poll that asks you all if it's something you'd like. If the barrel could move, it could either hop around or roll. Yeah, we need to decide if it's going to have legs. Like, we can have a barrel that hops or just walks without legs, because that could be quite cute. Or we could actually give it full-on legs. I think we need a poll for this as well. Wow, we're going to have millions of polls. Romance the barrel. But yes, guys, if you just arrived, we have some polls for you all to vote on today about the barrel NPC we're fleshing out. I said that this stream's going to be about all the NPCs in the village, and all it's been about so far is the damn barrel. We've just been talking about a barrel for the last hour. It's like the barrel's taken over the game. What, they do that in Final Fantasy VIII? Spoilers, joke. I'm sorry, Rex, but it's not a spoiler. It's just like a feature that they do. It's something really tiny, so... But now you know. Can we have a poll about if there should be polls? If there wasn't polls, this game would literally all be it would just be what I want, and the whole point of it is for the community to get involved. And it makes it a lot more relaxing for me to do polls, because then I don't get overwhelmed with all the suggestions that get added in chat as well, because it could get to the stage where everyone's saying what they'd like, and then I'm like, crap, what are we gonna go for? There's so many cool things. So I think that really helps in that regard, and we just go for what gets the most votes, what tops the poll after about a day. I think it should be like Bag in Secrets of Grindia, where it only comes out during specific plot points. Rex, oh my god, that is a perfect example. Bag is a sentient object who has a face. So he's kind of like a little side character that pops out in the hero's adventures. He's really grouchy, that Bag is, though, isn't he? He's a very miserable Bag. I want to show you guys a picture of Bag now. I'm going to see if I can find one, because it's a good example. It's like a really... it's a good example of what we're going for with this, I think. We're going for an object with a personality. So I've got a screenshot and I'm just gonna get it up in chat so you guys can see. Okay, I can get an image up in OBS now, so give me a mind. Bilbo would use the barrel as his mount. Bilbo? Where's Bilbo come from? You can call your character Bilbo if you want, because the custom hero allows you to call the protagonist whatever you want them to be called. So I'm really glad we did go for the custom hero in the end, because it just allows you to be whoever you want to be, really. Okay. I think that this is, yeah, here it is. Here's bag. So guys, if you're curious about who's one of the inspirations, this is the one that Rex just mentioned. It's this little dude here is a bag with a face, and he talks. He goes along with the player in the story, and he just like pops out from time to time, doesn't he? So he's got quite a big role in the story. So we need to. I think what we need to do now is put up another poll. So what I'm thinking is we need to figure out the point of barrel. But how are we going to word that poll? Silence idea is obviously going to go on here when he says he's going to be the inventory. I'm sure that's the one that Silent's going to put up. So I hope you're ready, Silent and Lost, to add this to our next poll. I just don't know how to word this poll. Because it could confuse some people, like saying, what's the point in the barrel? Like, I don't think that describes what we're asking articulately enough. Barrels always make me think of Bilbo from The Hobbit during his adventures, one of the titles he uses later on his barrel ride. That's awesome. Like, I never saw The Hobbit. I saw the first Lord of the Rings, and I'm ashamed of myself. I really need to watch the others. Like, once a friend was like, yeah, let's do a Lord of the Rings marathon, and we were like totally up for it, but we never got round to it, so sucks. One day though. Right, okay guys, we need to, how are we going to word this one? What's the the only thing I'm thinking of is what's the purpose of the barrel NPC? Do you reckon that's a good question to ask? What is the purpose of the barrel NPC? Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. So, yeah, get your options in, guys. This is the poll for what this is. Silent and Lost was the one that inspired this poll with his suggestion about the barrel being the inventory, which is a very good purpose for the barrel. So get it in fast. The faster you get your suggestion in, the more likely it's going to be winning. The more likely it'll be the winner. So I'm not going to suggest anything quite yet. I might add my own suggestions after the stream today instead. Last week I was the one that put my suggestions there first, but I'm going to let you guys do it first this time. So get them in. Get them in fast. Anything like secretly evil, like we did that for the tree last week. One of the ideas was that the tree wasn't really good, but that they were evil. In the end, the good won for the tree, so the tree will be good. But say if like we decide that we want one of the NPCs to be evil or secret evil, then that will definitely happen. But it will obviously be tucked away, and it'll the whole plot will be revealed at a later time, because that's how it's kind of working with the characters. So some characters with some really interesting backstories, like I think Joe Boy is a good example here. Joe Boy's character is an ally of the heroes. He's a major NPC in the game, and he's a good guy, but he's got a really dark secret, which is that he's related to one of the antagonists in the game, but we don't know which antagonist he's related to yet. So things like that, like secrets and hidden things, will always be remembered, and they'll be brought up at the right time in the story. But I think that it really gives it a lot of depth to have those sort of things. How does the barrel fit into the story plot? That's also a good way of wording it. So I think purpose hopefully sums that up okay, though. I'm going to just refresh. I've got to add this to the command as well. Is literally the inventory. I'm not going to put my votes in yet, guys, by the way. I'm reluctant to show any bias about which ones are my favourites. So, because I feel like if I'm like, oh, I like that one and I vote for it, then people might just follow what I say and vote for it too, and we won't get a fair winner. So, I'll be secretly voting for mine after stream. Or I might not vote at all, but I probably will. So, let's add that to... So we got 3 polls now. We had 5 polls last week. Yeah, we're definitely going to have several polls every single week, I think. And I'll probably do a graphic that I just like how I did over the weekend as well, where I show what the winner is in a visual way. Just makes it a little bit interesting than having it as text. So, polls. Hey, someone used my name. Someone pretended to be silent and lost. Really? There's someone pretending to be you. Kind of like Alucard. Yeah. I'm a vampire in this game. I'm Alucard. I'm a weird vampire though. I'm like a feral vampire. Like I'm probably not even going to talk properly. I'm going to speak caveman language, I think. My character. Yeah, what's Barrel gonna be like? So we also got this poll here. Let's refresh. We still don't have, we need some more for the personality of the Barrel, guys. I don't think that one's been added yet, so make sure you get some suggestions for that. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise images actually came up. Oh my god, this poll website is incredible. I thought the link would just like be there, but it wouldn't actually embed the image. Oh my god. It's fantastic. I love these. But yeah. I'm excited to see what we... How dare you? So let's just remind ourselves what we got. We got what should the Barrel NPC be called, which is obviously extremely vital. We need to have a name. Need more votes though. Need way more votes. It's all going to be put on Twitter as well after like that. I feel like when I put it on Twitter is when we get a big bulk of votes in as well, because not everybody gets a chance to be active in the stream when I'm doing this, so it gives those people that weren't here a chance to get their votes in. What the face looks like, what the personality is. Yep, we need to figure what that's going to be. Hey, have I missed one of the polls? I feel like I've missed one of the polls, guys. I feel like one of them isn't in here. Yeah, we've only got 3 polls and we've got 4 here. Yeah, maybe we missed the personality one. Oh, that's why nobody's voted, because I haven't put it in. Right, this is the personality one. That's why. I'm going to do that now, guys. I apologise greatly. When you're doing a lot of polls, it's very easy to like forget which ones you've linked and which ones you haven't. So getting the Barrel's personality suggestions now. Right, let's put it in the command as well. I think it was the 3rd one. Thank you, Rex, for... I did click that I hadn't done it, but thank you for saying that as well. Be silent, someone already. And then Kung as well, I see you've mentioned it as well. Thanks, guys. If you worry about having too many polls, that's what Rex is here for, yeah. Okay, yeah, we got 4. So I'm gonna just make sure we've... got all the questions we need, although we might add more throughout the stream if anything pops into our head. And obviously, guys, like for example, with this one, what is the purpose of the barrel NPC? If a few of them win, like say if like more than one gets a considerable amount of votes, there's no reason why the barrel couldn't do a few of those things. But at the same time, the RPG Maker can only do so much. Like, I will try and do whatever's possible for whatever's suggested and wins, but like the engine, there won't be every single plugin on earth available to do everything, but the community's very good and there is a lot of plugins, so you never know that there's a lot of chance to be creative with this, but we'll see. Yay! I'm still laughing how we've got these here. Okay, I'm gonna have to get some milk in a sec because I'm bloody starving. Pals. The barrel has the option to turn on HD 4K 3D graphics. Yeah, I feel like I've missed a poll out. We got name, we got face, got personality, got the purpose. There's something else. Like, I think there was the one was should it have legs or not, but I feel that will be decided in the answer to this one. But even if we don't know whether it's going to have legs or not after this week, and it's still up in the air by next week, I could always do a poll then that asks that question. Because so I think that's the God. I can't believe the barrel's taken over the stream so much. Like, it's all bloody barrel NPC. Because all 4 piles of the barrel. Okay. So let's just check my notes so to make sure there's something I haven't missed, because I made a few notes before stream about what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, I've said we'll be working on the NPCs, so we've done that with the barrel, but the other NPCs are important, so we might work on those now. We got to flesh out the actual village and who lives here, so let's just I'm going to get rid of these polls for now. We'll say bye to them for a bit and we'll look at later. Obviously, you guys can keep a close eye and check what's winning, and if you wish. But I'm gonna get rid of them for now. But yes, let's get our village up. So we got 4 buildings, and there's going to be some people that live in the buildings. We don't have normal houses here, as you can see. They're all just shops. So the villagers here will be the people that work in the shop. So we'll have an item shop dude. What's the word for that? Would it be a merchant? Because aren't merchants more travellers? We'll just call him a shopkeeper. But a sort of blacksmith that works here, an innkeeper, and a barkeeper in the tavern. So they're like the 4 key NPCs that we have here. But we can like extend it and have one of them can have a wife or a husband, and there could be someone's brother, sister living with them, a son, a daughter. Like, just give them families and stuff to make it more, like, give it more life and realism. Because it'd be a bit weird if like there's nobody else in the village apart from the 4 people that run these buildings and shops. So yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm up for suggestions about them and what we can name them and what they could be like. And it'd be definitely fun to add them, because we've got the item shop here. So we're going to put the guy behind the till, and when he comes in, maybe he could say something and before the hero buys the items. But we're gonna be doing that too. We need to tidy this up a bit. Well, definitely this, because I just did them all on one page, but I am going to separate them. I'm going to put them on 1 each. Trader, merchant, and shopkeeper. Yeah, those are kind of the words that are used to describe someone that works in an item shop. Yeah, it's thinking of like the terms for what they're called. It's definitely blacksmith, isn't it, for someone that works in an armour shop or a weapon shop. I'm hope so. I hope I'm right. But thanks, Liquid. I'm gonna I'm going to put those actually next to shopkeepers so I remember them. Will it do a barrel roll? Maybe. Okay. Also, like, another thing that's obviously going to be here is side quests. We're going to have the main story, the actual main story, but there will be like little side quests that you can do. So there is on the Discord, there is a side quest side quest submission channel where you can post ideas. Like, there's so much that can be done. We've got a random tree here that kind of does a bit of a backstory now after our polls last week. We have a crack in the wall here. Like, what's all that about? That could be a side quest. It could open up and get bigger and maybe walk through it and find some stuff. Is there anything else interesting here? So mainly like, you know, just there could be a random side quest to go off into the forest and kill 10 snakes or something typical RPG like that. I'm going to get a drink of milk, I think. I'm starving, so I'll be back in a sec, guys. Don't miss me too much. When I get back, I'm going to probably create the NPCs. We'll start creating some of the NPCs, I think. That'll be fun. Okay, so I'll see you in a sec. I'm back. I am back. I'm famished. I'm so hungry. This milk's super thick though, so it really fills me up. I don't like eating on stream, like actual foods. That's why I just drink milk instead. Okay, so where were we? Right, I'll sort all this, I'll tidy all this up now. Well, we're not particularly doing anything before we start the NPCs. Okay, so weapon shop. What size is this? Okay, it's 37 by 21. I'm just going to copy and paste that, I think. I think that'll be easier. Oh no, not like that. I'm making sure I correctly label everything as well, because you'll get confusing over time, because we're going to have so much. You can't see it, my head's above it, but you can see, like, these are all the scenes, and I'm making sure everything's labelled as good as possible. Thank you, Rex, because it's going to go on forever eventually as the game gets longer. Okay, weapon shop. Where's our weapon shop? Here it is. Yay! Now it's suddenly the weapon shop. Also, we gotta change its name. That can go. Delete. Oh my gosh, that's a... I need to figure... I think I can drag it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to delete it. Okay, we need to centre this. I don't like it being here. Oh, actually, I think that's fine. Just, I might change it. I might centre it, but I kind of like it so it's the same as these. Because I've tried to make the shape as similar as possible. Like the tavern here. Where is it? I'm confused. The tavern has like a little extra bit coming off, whereas the weapon shop and the item shop don't. The inn also has an extra bit coming up, and that's because I'm trying to get the shape the same. Like those are just square buildings, and these have, like this is a tavern. It's got the little extra bit coming off, so as you can see, we had the extra little bit coming off. I think that we got to make sure it like looks good. We don't want to like just rush it and make it look nothing like the building is outside. So you like this town? Thank you, Liquid. The barrel brings balance to the force. I'm very intrigued about the barrel's backstory as well. It's like, why was it here? Why was the hero even in the barrel? What's the hero escaping from? What's the hero's story? All these questions. I was going to originally ask those poll questions today, but then I thought, no, we'll wait for those. We'll decide the backstory at a later time for that. Okay, now the inn. Yeah, this is like a really nice woody, foresty town. We've got like the nice woody walls and furniture and stuff, and I definitely like wanna, because we'll be doing a world map at some point. Like we'll probably do the world map once we're about to leave this foresty part of the game, because we'll be wondering what comes next, and that will be really exciting. We can name all the towns and villages nearby on the map together, and it'll be nice because we'll know what sort of other areas is in the game and where we'll be visiting in the future. But I do have to have like a variety of different looking towns. Like we'll obviously have a snowy town and your typical different type of sort of weathers, and we got deserts, snowy places, mountains, forests. But it always starts off in a forest, doesn't it, in RPGs? I think that's like always the nice chilled place to start. I've never seen an RPG start in a snowy area, have you? The snowy area always seems to come later on, for the games I've played anyway. Because the barrel got tired of its life as a fish holder and wanted to command its own destiny. Yeah, like if you guys, have in your minds what you think the barrel's backstory is and the heroes. Make sure you remember it, because eventually I will be asking those questions. And if you don't want to forget, because you can add it to the poll when I finally make it. It dreams of holding more things than just fish. Does this RPG maker have assets that someone could make a sci-fi game or only fantasy? Well, the RPG maker engine is so good because it has a really good community of people actively making assets and plugins for it. There's a forum where everyone posts loads of stuff, and there's always people active there to help you out if you come across a bug and stuff as well. Fantasy assets seem to be the most common, I'll be honest. But I have seen some sci-fi ones. They do exist out there, but they're probably a little bit more rare. But I've definitely seen them. So, yeah. It's so good. I bought RPG Maker when it was on offer on Steam. It's actually like quite expensive if you get it at full price. But it's so good to like just like do something fun like this. You should start in a futuristic city when an underground group is planning on destroying one of the machines when a big corporation is hurting the planet. I love it. And who knows, like, we have started in a fantasy little forest. We got like sort of medieval setting going on here. But who knows where the game could lead. We could end up in a futuristic city eventually. I mean, we won't rule that out. The game's going to be pretty creative. And this is why I'm excited to make the world map, because who knows what lies ahead. My fave 8-bit, 16-bit RPG series starts on a temperate planet in both the ice planet. It's the last planet. The ice planet's the last one you go to. That sounds badass. That sounds awesome. But yeah, it was actually a question. I says, where should we start off the game? Because I wasn't sure. I was going to allow everybody to pick, and I put up a straw poll for that, and it just so happened Forest Town was the winner. So here we are. We've got a forest, and I mean, this is just the village. We've got a whole forest to design soon. There's the head of this bridge. We got a forest, and that's where we'll encounter battles and stuff, and that'll be fun. I figure out that's where we'll be going next. So when I write the paragraph for the story, it's going to go in that direction. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yes, in. Copy paste. In. Okay, so everything's sorted now. We've got getting big. We've got the item shop, got a weapon shop, we've got the tavern. Okay, I think that's not how I want it. One sec. Let's move it across. It's going to be a bit tricky. Okay, no. I want it to be in line, you see, with the others. I think that's in line. Now just get rid of that bit. There we go. Oh, what's happened here? Yeah, they're all in line now. So I think that's a good starting point. If I need to edit it, then I will. We're going to have to link them all up now. So the hero, when he walks to the door and touches it, it leads to those areas. Is that a song? It sounds like a song. It's usually Pink Zappy with the songs. I already linked that one, but it's in the right place? No. So, the item shop. Some of the windows aren't popping up, by the way, because I know it's because I'm using window capture. I'm using multiple window captures for this, but You can see the main stuff, like what I'm doing here, which I think is the most important thing. So I basically just selected the coordinates of the weapon shop where the player will be transferred to when he walks through the door. We're going to test that in a sec, so I can see if it all works. We've also got to do it the other way around as well, so that they can walk out back. It's pretty easy to use, to be honest. It's like I say, it's a straightforward piece of software for even people that aren't very great at making games. It's a song called... Rex is obsessed with Final Fantasy VII now. Oh, my mouse. Fantasy Star game in a similar fashion to 15. There needs to be more JRPGs in general, I think. I think we lack them. There needs to be more. Okay, now let's... play a touch. This is the nice, easy bit. Oops. There. I've probably done something wrong and end up in the wrong place, knowing me. Can't make PC games properly anymore. Chrono Trigger style from Back to the Future. Chrono Trigger's such a good game. I like Back to the Future too. Well, the first Back to the Future anyway. I love time travel. Okay, right, let's test. I think we should test now. It's probably going to be a few little buggy bits. I'm going to just pause the music because we have music in the game. So, okay, so there's going to be a surprise right now. You might be surprised because last week we had a tiny little box. The game was in a tiny little box when we play tested it. But, this time I've changed something, and I'm not going to show you guys a custom code to create a bit because it looks really messed up at the moment because I've made it full screen and I need to change the sizes of stuff and the positioning, but it looks good when it's on the actual. Okay. I've got full screen and look, it's not distorted. Do you think that looks good, Rex? Problem is, it's complicated because everybody's got different monitor and like screen resolutions, but I'm thinking of doing a plugin where in the options you can pick what resolution you want. So just like in every other game, you know, everybody goes in the options menu and can change the resolution. I believe there is a plugin that can let you do that in this too. So yeah, I just think it's better having it. Just ignore that she's walking all over the buildings. Okay, so yeah, I still need to do the blocking on the areas she can't walk. The music is very relaxing. Yes, I'm using like royalty-free RPG music. There's this composer online that I found, and he's got so much music, and it's really good quality as well. The good thing about his music is that there's different themes for different areas, and there's a variety of relaxing tracks, exciting tracks, humorous tracks, sad tracks, and I spent like all day like just playing them all, and I thought this is really good music, and you know, it's royalty free. I mean, might as well go for it. And so we're going to use his music for the soundtrack. And I think this piece kind of suits this sort of area. Humor, well, you know, like jolly, like when there's some humorous dialogue going on, you get that jolly, funny music in the background sometimes in RPGs and animes and stuff, you know what I mean? Like there's a good variety of musical types. Right, so we got a save point here. I finally added a save point, so we don't have to go for the custom character creator every single time. I've got my character Rose, I've named her, and I've tried to make her look like me as much as I can with what the custom character allows. So look out, I do think the full screen looks really good, and I think we're going to go that direction instead of using the small boxed default RPG maker how it originally is, because I've had to get a plugin for this to work, by the way. It was a plugin online, and it allows a full screen. I was really happy when I found it. I thought, yes, I would love having the game in full screen. Problem is that we got a bit of a bug here. As you can see, there's a weird line, and the reason why we've got this weird line is because I have an overlay sunbeam on the map, just to give, if you look closely, can you see there's a sunbeam? Like I designed that in Photoshop, and it makes it look better. Without it, it looks a bit more bland. Just gives a bit of life to the whole look of. So that's why we got the line there, because I haven't got the sunbeam settings right yet. But I'm gonna fix that at some point. Oh, hi. Okay, so I've done something wrong there because it sent me back out. So I will figure out the problem is there. And yet we're still walking on water. I'm not going to do all the blocking the water in the building until we've done all the testing, because there's no point making it hard for ourselves and having to go the long way. Okay, so I've done something wrong, obviously, because we can't get through some of the buildings. I'm a noob. So we can get in that one. So yeah, we've got the basic layout of the village done now. We've got the interiors. We just need the NPCs. So we need to put our NPCs behind the counters and make their family be walking around outside, and maybe some of them will be in the tavern having breakfast. And let's get out for a bit. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna fix the things like that, little things like the sunbeam not working properly off stream. I have a plugin that I'm using for that actually. And hi White, welcome. Pixie.js. I'm basically using Photoshop and a plugin that goes in the notes section here. It's actually a fog effect plugin, but it doesn't have to just be fogs. It can be sunbeams or anything. So I've just put like the name of the image in there, and there's quite a few settings. Let's get it up. I think this is the one. No, that's not the one. Okay, there's a little bit of lag going on. It's not responding at the moment. Okay, here we go. Good. I thought it was going to crash then. These are my plugins. There's not many yet, but there will be over time. Oh my, there'll be absolutely hundreds over time. So you can't see the window that pops up when I edit it, but it just tells me all the instructions that I need. So I'm going to look at that later, because unfortunately I didn't get much time to work on that. But I will sort that out off stream so it looks good and all ready for next time. Almost a shower, congrats, Silent. Stinky Silent. What did I do wrong with this? I've got player touch on. I think what it is because... Oh, damn it, I put it on parallel instead of player touch. That's why. Silly me. A slip of the finger can cause that problem. No wonder it didn't work. Yeah, don't put it on parallel. Yeah, some of them I haven't put on player touch, so no wonder it wasn't working. But should be fine now. So that's fun. I've showed you how it all looks when you walk inside buildings. I've showed you the new full screen, and I think we're going to go with that. I think you guys agreed it looked good, didn't you? And I'm glad you like it, Rex, because we were talking about it, weren't we, the screen resolution, and I think we said, like, when you make it full screen on the default, I bet you make it stretches, it like doubles and stretches the pixels, and which is fine. It's not distorted, but it makes it look a bit blurry. And the good thing about this is that it doesn't do that. It keeps it at the original proper size. All it does is make, you know, stops it being cropped, because it's like sort of cropped, which it works for some games, I guess. Some games are fine. I think Undertale's only in a small little box, isn't it? You can't have Undertale full screen, can you? I think it's a certain set screen size. Personification, the most magnificent fragrance. Silent, you really do have a way with words. I would be interested to see some of your dialogue suggestions for when we because you do have a way with words. Thank you for the follow, bud. You using Alexa to help you spell things? Okay, so we're gonna, because we spent a lot of time with barrel. It's that Secret Dania game that made me say bag. I kind of have bag stuck in my head now, because since Rex mentioned him, but barrel is now bag. Okay, so because we spend like so much of the stream talking about barrel, we're going to focus on the other NPCs now, because this village is empty and there's nobody here, and we need people. We can't just have the protagonist and the barrel in this little village, can we? We need more. So I think we should make some people, but who should we start off with? Should we start off with the guy in the item shop? What sort, like, they hit the simple and peaceful here, so they're very simple and peaceful. Like, should this guy be old? Maybe. I've got like I mean, we could have an old lady. It doesn't even have to be an old guy. Could have an old lady in the item shop, but I'm probably not going to do polls for these ones, because they're just good. We can have a few NPCs, and we can't, like, yeah, we'll end up like 20 polls or something if we do one for every single NPC. So I'll probably just randomly ask chat if you've got any suggestions this time. I said that originally with the barrel, and then I ended up doing polls because we ended up with so many suggestions. Your mother's been a high school English teacher your entire life. Must have been how you rebelled, really. Oh no, I think your spelling's fine, son. I've always thought you have a way with words, to be quite honest. But if we have a look, like, look, you can't see. Damn, I was about to show you. You can't see though, because I haven't got that window capture up. It'd be good if I could, but I don't know if it's possible, because to get every single window up, but I'll have a play around over the week and see what I can do to get the other screens to appear. Because we could use some of the default people for this time, but I could make some edits of them, give them different hair colours if we need to. So I mentioned old lady, and I found an old lady here. Like, you guys can see her here just above my head. I found that asset, so I would choose her for now. I may make a few little edits over time. Like, I kind of want to change people's clothes colours and hair colours sometimes, so they're not like the default. But I don't mind this one. I remember you telling me about the game where you drop vowels from the words. What game's that? I think I don't even. Oh, okay. What sort of language is that, Rex? I'm confused now. Oh, That's an interesting language. Maybe some race of people in our game should speak like that. Okay, guys. So we got a granny lady. I think we're gonna go for the granny lady in the item shop. I think we should. We need to figure out what items she'll sell this early in the game as well. What we're gonna call potions and you typically, like, we might invent our own names for potions if we want to. That could be cool. But we might do that next time. It's a fun game. I got good at that with a friend of mine in college, and we text each other that way. Yeah? That's funny. Okay, they're still level. I thought that they weren't then. Hi, Kung. Welcome back. Them phrases become impossible to read. You did it. You did better than me, Kung. I actually didn't get that one. Well done. You guys are awesome. So we've got an old lady in our item shop. And guys, if you want to suggest a name for our old lady, I would totally be up for hearing it. We need a guy in the weapon shop too. I think we'll have a man this time. Should we have a badass looking man? You know, blacksmiths are badass, so they've got like huge arms, haven't they? Like Andre in the Dark Souls series. He's got big arms, but I don't think these little pixel characters have big arms. Yeah, he looks like he could be a blacksmith. In the next village, though, we're having a female blacksmith. You fell asleep on the couch. Are you tired? Margaret Items B. Oh my goodness, that is amazing surname. Oh my goodness, why are you guys so like good at coming up with names? I have such creative people here. This is why this is going to be awesome, you know. I'm going to make a note of that one, Rex. Margaret Items B. Also, I'm thinking of like writing the first paragraph of the story today. We've got the 4 polls up, and let me just put that in the command again. But I do really want to start the story. I think that's when things are going to get good, when everybody can add in their little bit for how it begins. But I need to figure out how to word that first paragraph. I did do a rough idea, but okay, well, I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to write for the first part of the story, but I need to know what NPC we're going to make do something. So we need to do the NPCs first, and then I'll make my mind up. But it's an incomplete paragraph that I've written. So I'm going to put that on the poll website, this incomplete paragraph, and you guys get to finish it off. So, and whatever wins the most votes is what the first part of the story is going to be. Have you ever done the game that has you only use up to 4 parts per word? No, I haven't. I stay away from word games most of the time, and number games. That's going to be the most exciting part so far, I know. And I kind of want to do it when there's a chat that everybody gets the chance to put theirs in. But it doesn't matter if there's only a couple of you in chat, like, everyone will get the chance to add theirs. But the ones that are here right now, those of you that are here right now, or as soon as I do the poll, you guys will be the ones that'll get yours in first, so you'll get more chance of yours getting picked. Yowie, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate you. How are you doing, my friend? It's been some time. I hope you're doing well. Joey, that is. I like your new name change and how it rhymes with your name. Pretty cool. And Papa, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing good. What unique features are you planning for the game? What do you mean by unique features, White? I'm not actually sure how it's going to be unique. All I know is that the game's going to be bonkers, story-wise, because we're all like putting in our ideas. It's a collaborative improvisation sort of project, and everybody's going to just come up with random bonkers things, and it's all voted on polls and stuff. Long time indeed, waiting for some people to give their Minecraft name to add them so you can run to the store. But long time indeed. Well, it's lovely to see you. I hope you've been doing amazingly. How have you been, and what games are you playing these days, Joey? Professions, extra stats, etc. Well, the fact is a lot of it's undecided because we've only just begun. We haven't even met most of the characters yet. We've already got the hero at the moment and this awesome Barrel NPC, which I think everybody's in love with, aren't we? I think we all love this Barrel character that we're doing. But there's so much that, I mean, the battle system and that haven't even begun it yet. But in the coming weeks, we will be doing that because we'll be going out into the forest area where we'll have the very first battle encounter of the game. So that's when we'll start figuring out what enemies and monsters we're going to be fighting and all that kind of stuff, and what the characters' abilities are going to be and what skills they're going to have. Too much WoW. Oh, you're addicted to WoW. That's your MMO, is it? My MMO was Final Fantasy 14, but I'm on a break from it at the moment. I'll be going back to it when the new expansion comes out, though. And thank you for the follow as well, Wanteen. I appreciate that. Haven't had the chance to say that I like the rebrand. Yeah, it's very creative. I definitely like how it connects with your real name. Turns out that some Swedes pronounce J's like a Y. Yeah, I saw that. I saw your tweet and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you'll get it. I believe in you. You'll get it eventually. Okay. I'd say the fact that it's the community that made that is what makes it unique. Yeah, that's what I agree, Silent. Like the game itself, like a lot of it, like 80% of it's going to be pretty made assets. Like some of it I'll be doing myself, like the barrel. The barrel will mostly be my design, although I might use some RPG Maker assets for the eyes and stuff, so it all fits and looks like the same style. But yeah, most of it's going to be all pre-made stuff with a few edits with some things, but it's all the storytelling that's going to make it unique, and the whole concept that it's just not just one person doing it. It's bloody everybody that's doing it that walks into this stream if they want. Everybody gets to contribute. Do you know if they're active that had your name? Oh, really? Yeah. If they're not active, then eventually do Twitch delete accounts that aren't active? I know that Rex wanted Careless Rex without the underscore, didn't you? But that was taken as well. But that person doesn't even use the account, so it kind of sucks when that happens, when someone's got your name but they don't even use it. So for the combat system, we are just going to use a pre-existing base structure, probably, but because of all the plugins available in this game, we can like mod it and stuff. Like in the default, for example, the weapons, the graphic weapons that aren't there, you just see the character's graphic but not the weapon holding. But there's a plugin that allows the weapon to be in their hand that they have, which is pretty cool. It just makes it more visually appealing, and there's a lot of stuff like that, like a lot of interesting add-ons and features. Like I've been like really creative with the jobs, the classes, and for the characters. I mean, Jerez is a diplomat, so that'll be interesting to see what sort of skills that she'd have for her character when she's in battle. Finchfish is a herbalist, and I've got like there's loads of other really creative ones that are in the on the character form for if you create a playable character, you'd see them all. It's a massive list of lots of cool classes. Heard streamers getting Twitch to remove inactive accounts. Yeah, hopefully they do. I mean, your name's really cool already, Rex, even with the underscore. But so don't worry about it either way. Okay, so we've got our blacksmith and we've got our old lady. Rex decided her name's going to be Margaret Itemsby, which I really like. We need a name for this dude. He's nameless at the moment. He looks like a real tough guy, doesn't he? Looks like a real tough guy. Let's zoom in on him. Okay. Yeah, who should we have working in the town? I mean, we have a lot of different races in this game. We don't just have humans. We have elves, we have cat people, we have fairies, we even have reptiles and bloody cats and dog races in this game. Rex is a reptile. But I'm figuring, like, this village should be all human. There's probably going to be like towns that have a mixture of all races, and there'll be towns that have just one race. Like there might be just an elf sort of town, might be just a reptile town, and some will be mixed, some will have all races in them. But they'll probably be the bigger cities that have all races. And but this one's a very simple town. Like the poll was voted that the people here are very simple and peaceful. So I see that as ordinary, like ordinary folk. So we get it. It may kind of like make sense to just start simple and have just humans, and some of the little towns later on we can get really bring in all the fun races. That'll be really cool. Keith Masters, I like that. Making a note of these names, guys, because off stream I'm probably gonna do that. I'm going to add the character boxes and stuff. I mean, I could do that now, but I do need to get a plugin. I think there's a special plugin, a name box plugin, where you can put the character's name. I don't currently have it downloaded, but that's why I'm not writing the dialogue or anything yet. I mean, we might start the dialogue today, but my mind is pretty blank at the moment. I mean, maybe we might dedicate next week's stream properly to dialogue creation. Okay, so who are we gonna have here? Who are we gonna have in the inn? Maybe a lady barkeeper, a younger one, because we've already got a granny lady, so maybe a younger one this time. I mean, we do have to have a young people here, because one of Silent's winning submissions was that the tree in the middle of the village is sad because young couples have wrote their initials into it in hearts. Which I really liked that one, Silent. I'm really glad it won. So, because of that kind of proves there's young people that live here. You know what I mean? So we're going to have some young folk too. We can't just have a elderly lady. So maybe this person's one of the people that carved their name into the tree. She's going to have a boyfriend, if that's the case. Or a girlfriend. Not necessarily a boyfriend. She could have a waifu. Callus Rex is available, but it's not Callus Rex. The lowercase I is actually a capital I, but that would cause problems. Yeah, it would, Rex, because even though the text is predictive when people type in your name, people will, you know, when they're typing your URL, they would probably put a lowercase L instead of a capital I, and they would never find you. They'd be like, where is it? Yeah, it would definitely cause confusion, I think. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Blake Smith. You think he should be called Blake Smith? So we've either got Keith Masters or Blake Smith. I really like both suggestions. I think both of them suit him. So I'm going to just put both of them there for now, and we'll see. And if we go with one, we'll just call the other another NPC the other one's name. Okay. That I was gonna go for one girl, but she looks a bit of an elf, and we're not gonna have elves in this place. Okay, there's a girl with piggy tails, and I like her. She's got her face this way. Is she a little girl though? She little? She a child? Oh damn, she's a kid. Kind of a kid behind the bar. It's not sending a good message, is it? She looked really cute too. She had pigtails. We could just pretend she's old. But she's not. She's clearly a child. Okay, so, I don't know. We'll just put her there for now. We'll put her there. We might have to change her, though. We definitely might have to change her if she is a child asset. I wish Dougal was available. We could have somebody called Dougal in this game, but maybe we should not make them just a random NPC in a town. Maybe they should be a bigger character coming up later. Maybe we should lead up to the anticipation of Dougal. Did you know that mono means one and rail means rail? What? Is that a riddle? We can afford young teenagers and knowing them after famous European artists. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if this is our first teenager and she's working in a bar, what should her name be? If we want to go for the whole European artist thing, what should her name be? Let's think of those names now. Let's think of them now and we'll make them. We'll put them in the village. We're going to have some people sitting here too. It can just be full of young people, this bar can. Maybe there can be an old grumpy person in the corner being like, can't believe they carved that names into the tree. Kids these days. Such disrespect to our beautiful tree. Oh, you mean on Twitch? I got carried away and thought you meant in the game. I'm like, yeah, let's have Dougal in the game. Is rebrand available on Twitch? Elizabeth Winchester, holy butts. Guys, you're the best name people in the world. I mean, you've got to have Winchester, haven't you, for someone who's a barkeeper? You've got to have wine in their name. Is that an artist's name? I mean, I'm so bad with art history. I'm ashamed. Let's have a look. I'm Googling. Is it Elizabeth? There's an Elizabeth Winchester, but Winchester's great. Okay, so we have 3 NPCs here. We need more. We need way more, but we're just doing the main ones for now. We'll definitely get them all in there. This is the innkeeper now. So we've got an old lady. We've got a bloody tough huge bicep man blacksmith. We have a teenager with pigtails who works behind the bar. And what sort of person should we have here in the inn then? I'm just putting like these, these assets might change. I might download some more assets so we've got more choice with what they could look like. But for now, we're just, I'll just use here. Let's see, maybe we should have a young guy in here. Maybe he could be the boyfriend of somebody. I mean, you know, we got to have a lot of young couples here that carve their names into the tree, haven't we? So we got a guy. We've got a guy that works in the inn. What could his name be then? Are we going for the whole European artist thing? I hope we are. But yeah, this guy, he's our innkeeper. I mean, he looks like he's a bit of a book nerd, judging by what's going on here. So, I'm up for any ideas that you guys have. I'm gonna jump at it. Amy Winehouse, LOL. Mr. Riddle. That's Silent and Lost, Mr. Riddle is. That's his name. And hi, Steve. How are you? I don't know. I just came up with it on the spot, but I love it. I love it. If that's what you come up with on the spot, you need a job as a name person. Name inventor. Should be a name inventor, Silent and Lost. Nigel Bookington. That's brilliant. See, I think because we're kind of going for names that are very like posh sounding here, It's definitely like, I like the feel that we're going for at this village at the moment. Okay. Why do I love them all? Every single one that Rex and Silent come up with, I'm like, yeah, that's it. Because it's got book in the name, no other reason. That's why. Because it makes sense. And I do kind of like Keith Masters for the blacksmith, because it's like Masters, like he's a master of his craft. So, and Itonsby, Margaret Itonsby, it all like really fits. I like how we've got their surnames matching with their profession. It's really cute. Very English sounding, yeah. So, we have Margaret Itonsby, Keith Masters, Elizabeth Winchester and Nigel Buckington. I mean, I'd still like to put Blake Smith in, but... Smith, oh God, yes, Smith, blacksmith. How about we have 2 blacksmiths? That's perfect. We can have Blake Smith, because blacksmith... Oh my God, how did I not get that? How did I not get that pun, Rex? I'm ashamed. I was like, Keith Masters, yeah, because he's a master blacksmith. But yeah, I didn't get the obvious one, blacksmith. Oh my God, am I dense or what? Archduke Ferdinand Kirk Savant. That's cool. That's very posh. I feel like that should be somebody who's like got a high position in the village. I don't think we've got a mayor in the village actually, but should we? I don't know. I don't know if we should have a leader here, because it's very laid back and simple here. I don't think there's going to be any leadership. It's kind of just a very peaceful, a few little shops, and yeah, we don't have a leader here, but maybe in a future village we will. We're going to definitely have to introduce politics at some point. For sure. Okay, it's okay. I'm completely like, oh my God, that is perfect. But we can have 2 blacksmiths. Like, it kind of makes sense to have 2 blacksmiths. Like an armourer for the armour and a blacksmith for the weapons, right? So Blakesmith is our blacksmith and Nigel Masters is our armourer. We need another dude. Oh, I think there's actually an asset that looks the same as the other one, so it can be his brother. Yeah, we can have his brother. Look, they look the same. They look the same. Let's zoom in so you can see. They look the same, guys. They're brothers. Blake Smith and Nigel Masters. So, those we got our main guys. We got the shop, the people that run the shops in here. But now we need to fill it out with their families. Well, that's kind of, he's got a brother, so that's some family. And just, yeah, their families. So maybe, I think, what's her name? Elizabeth Winchester. She needs a sister. We don't have enough ladies here in this village. So let's get Elizabeth a sister. And maybe she can be sitting here. The sister. I don't know whether the sister works here, but she's in here anyway for now. And an apprentice. Yeah, maybe there can be the apprentice. One of them looks older than the other, yeah. But there can be brothers, but just one of them can be the younger brother. I do believe that's where names originated. It was based off your profession. That's really cool, yeah. Okay, just make sure we start the names with unique letters so that there's no confusion with the tree heart initials. Silent and Lost. You are an absolute genius. What the hell? Like, that is really true. Because then we know who the initial belongs to. And it's like, oh my God, E for Elizabeth, it was Elizabeth. She wrote that initial in the tree. How could she? And Zero, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, so you're right. We've got M for Margaret, but I doubt Margaret. She's an old lady, Margaret, so she's not going to write a name in the tree. Keith, Blake, Elizabeth and Nigel. Yeah, we've all got different names. So, yeah, we need a sister for, yeah, Helena Winchester. Have we got a H? No, we haven't got a H. So, that's fine. We'll go for Helena Winchester. So I'm so sorry if I'm missing any chat, by the way. It's a lot harder for me to, I mean, I'm trying my best, but I will just say that it's probably a lot harder for me to be completely on top of chat as much as I usually am, simply because when you're creating a project and doing something like this, your brain kind of gets completely absorbed in it sometimes. So I will try and make sure I read everything, but I might be a bit slower than usual. Okay, let's have a look. I'm guessing there's going to be more youth than elders. I think so too, and I think we definitely got the... Oh, delete that. We don't want that. Delete. Okay, so let's just get Helena's sister. I mean, Helena. What's her name again? What's the other one's name? Forgot. Elizabeth, that's it. Her sister. So I'm actually going to use the same asset for now, the girl with the pigtails, but I'm going to change her hair colour so we can distinguish between the two girls. But I will do that later. For now, we'll just keep her the same hair colour. But she will have a different hair colour eventually. So yeah, I think Silent's right. We should have more youths here than elders because... but we definitely do need the elders because I feel like there's something about the whole feel of this village, like the old tree, the elders respecting it sort of thing, that makes sense. But you slightly more youths than elders will be fine. Maybe we need to balance it out with another older person. I mean, hang on, we've got... She's an elder one, two sort of young, middle-aged sort of guys. 2 young ones. So we got 3 young ones, 2 middle-aged and 1 elder. So who should we do next? 2 are we missing here? And let's see what you guys are saying. 2 blacksmiths and 5 Starbucks and 3 or 4 pubs. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a town eventually that's going to have about 3 pubs. There's going to be probably a huge city at some point, but we're probably not going to be visiting that till later in the game. We're starting off small. When does this take place? It's sort of medieval, I guess, the setting, but there's no like setting. This is going to be quite a wacky game, and we might like explore different kind. There'll be like might be a merge of time periods because the community are collaborating. I have a feeling that everybody's going to put in different ideas and different things are going to win the poll, and there's going to be some really wacky things that get picked. So, but that's the whole point in this. It's just like a really fun, wacky project. So things aren't going to make sense. There'll be places and people that seem like odd in some little towns, but I don't care. That makes it fun. There could be a side quest to reward the player for figuring out which initials belong to. That's fun. Like I did mention earlier in the stream, we will be having side quests in this village. We're going to have a main quest that'll be the main one, but there'll be an option for the player to talk to these NPCs, and some of them will give side quests. So Rex, you've suggested a really good one. There is a Discord channel where you can suggest side quests, and the reason we've got that is so that nothing's forgotten. So if you want to do that, if you're passionate about a side quest idea, post it in that channel in the Discord. So we can remember it then, because there's always a chance it'll be forgotten if it's just mentioned in stream. But I love it. She could be a total flirt, appearing in many hearts. Yeah, maybe one of them will be with like all the villagers. And a Greta Greggs. And hi Zero, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the stream. How are you today? I'm so sorry, I'm so slow at noticing these. I'm not usually slow at chat. I'm usually very on the ball. But this is a very new thing for me, doing something creative on stream. I usually just play games. But yeah, I'm definitely a lot slower with chat than I usually am. That tree's probably been there for hundreds of years. She might have done it when she was a young girl. Yeah. That's true. It has been here for a very long time. And we did decide these graves here, it was voted on that there was a massacre in this village. So this is another plot, little story that might pop up. There's a massacre and the people buried here were the ones that died. So it's like a sort of respect thing. They were all buried here, and So this village was actually busier at one point. It looks like is there about 10 graves here? Something like that. So there was about 10 other people that lived here, like maybe, yeah. So half the village probably died from this massacre, which is really sad. So let's consider that too and think of maybe who died exactly. Maybe someone's daughter or someone's brother or someone's mum died. And yeah. But yeah, it's a fantastic idea, guys. This is what's so good. You guys are coming up with some really good things, and I don't want to forget about them. But my brain can only hold in so much, which is why we have a special discussion channel on the Discord. Like I'll say, if you want to join, you've got some creative ideas, we have a section in the Discord, Raindrop Chronicles, and there's a number of different channels for it. I'll read them out to you now, guys. We've got news and updates, where I just put updates up. There's going to be a section where all the characters' places, factions, and everything like that's going to be listed. A main story section where we can keep track of the main story, a general discussion, a world building one, side quest ideas, questions and feedback, and one for all the polls, or where all the polls will be listed. So I've got those there because Discord never disappears, does it? We don't lose what's put in there, and we've got record of stuff, and things won't get forgotten. So it's mainly so if you guys come up with amazing creative ideas, like there's been so many things suggested today, if you don't want it to be forgotten, then that's the place to submit them. Because it would be sad to like think, oh my god, what was that amazing thing that got suggested last week, but completely like forgetting. Anyway, I'm rambling so much and I'm missing out for all the chats. What if the barrel was made? I'm really behind, chat, so I'm reading things that you guys probably said about 10 minutes ago. What if the barrel was made of wood from the tree? The thing is, that would fit, but because it's a stowaway barrel, don't forget this barrel comes from another area of the world. The barrel and the hero travelled together to get here. That was what we decided. So it's a very interesting idea, don't get me wrong. Maybe we could like use that sort of thing for another thing. Maybe the barrel was made from a similar tree in another village. Because we do still have to flesh out the barrel's backstory, but we haven't done that yet. There'll be future polls in the coming weeks about why did the barrel run away, what was the barrel's hometown like, and we can flesh out the barrel a bit more, and things like that can be suggested for him then. Like we can think he came from a tree, another tree that's like, there's so many possibilities where we could go. So yeah, definitely remember these ideas, guys. Wasn't the graves from a great tragedy? Maybe that's why there is a lack of middle age. Yeah, like it is a tragedy because there was a massacre. I'm not sure when this takes place or if it's important to you at all, but I think the upright piano and the wall clock are fairly modern inventions. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm trying to like state that things aren't going to make sense in the game. There's going to be this is a sort of medieval thing, but it's not going to be a medieval game. It's going to be wacky. There's going to be lots of things that don't make sense. I think that's important to state, that it's not going to be completely making sense. But I did add the piano because that was the first piano I saw. But we can, if there's a possibility to change it, but I don't think there's any other pianos, so we'd have to get rid of it if that's the case. But I don't know, I kind of like that things that don't make sense personally. I think that makes it fun, and it allows us to be a bit more wacky and creative. If we're a bit rigid and like, actually no, because that's not from the Middle Ages, then we're kind of limiting our creativity. And look, we got a barrel NPC. No barrel NPC exists. That just proves that this story doesn't make sense. The fact that we got a barrel NPC. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying, guys? Anyway, I'm like rambling on. I'm so behind. Fisherman named Charlie Butcher. That's cool. Charlie Butcher. Oh yeah, we should have a fisherman, of course. So I'm gonna put that down. Where should the fisherman be sitting? Somewhere here at the edge by the lake. But whereabouts? What do you guys think? Where should our fisherman be? Where should we put him? Oh gosh, you guys are suggesting more names. It's amazing. Hook baiting. I'm going to put that down too. I mean, no reason why we can't have more fishermen. We can have a few. I mean, some of them, like we got a whole forest out here, guys. There could be fishermen in the actual forest. We don't want to just have all the NPCs be here in this one place. There might be some further out in the forest when we make that. So I'm gonna write down all the names you suggest. We've got Charlie Snapper as well. So there'll probably be more fishermen outside this settlement. A child chasing a cat or a chicken. Oh, yeah, we do. We probably should have a child. I think we need a child in this village. So, and definitely animals. Thank you, White, for mentioning the chicken, because it's made me realise, yes, we need animals here. So, let's just... Yeah, we need animals. Like, what is a forest without wildlife, eh? Not sure if burying people in a recurring floodplain is a great idea. Yeah, it's fine. It's not gonna be water. There's land there. It's fine. I mean, who knows? Maybe the water will take away the bodies and everyone screams. But yeah, the tree happens to be here, and it's just a sign of respect that the grounds are there. But yeah, that would be quite funny actually. I like Sanders as a surname, but I don't know if it fits for a fisherman. What would Sanders fit for, do you reckon then? Is there any profession it could fit for? That's very RPG, you like it. but bunt, fin, oh my gosh, I cannot say. Hi Kindles, how are you doing? A hunter and a baker and a tailor. Yeah, I don't know if we've got a baker here. I mean, actually, that is a good idea. We've got a tavern and we've got two sisters here. So maybe one of them could be the baker. Maybe Helena could be the baker. So because we've got Elizabeth and she's the barkeeper. Maybe Helena's the one that actually bakes. But who knows? I mean, some of them, I mean, she might just be an alcoholic that doesn't have a job as well. Who knows? I feel like these NPCs are going to be fleshed out more next week. Maybe a chicken breeder is trying to think of uses for chickens outside of just eggs, who used to be, would suit, so, yes! Outside, yeah. And he'd be an old dude, right? For sure. But yeah, I think an older guy would suit Sanders. Shell, hi Panda, hi Andy Cake. Sorry I'm so slow at saying hi. I'm much more behind in chat today than I usually am. How are you doing, Andy Cake? Charlie Fishmonger, that's a great one as well. So I'm writing down all these fisherman names that we've got a lot of Charlies. Just figuring out what surnames we're gonna give. Sloths. Cat stuck in a tree side quest. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a cute quest. Save the animals. I'm all for that. Don't go swimming lake unless you want to be picking up leeches. I think Sanders should be the chicken guys trying to find out what other uses for chickens other than just eggs. Yeah, with a big white suit. Okay, let's add all these NPCs that have been suggested then, because we don't want to forget. So I think I've caught up with chat now. Hang on, let's just see. Can you put a sign inside of the inn by the door that just reads out? Where do you mean exactly, Silence? So we've got the inn. Do you mean outside? Let's have a look. How do you mean silent? I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. Why do you want a sign that says out exactly? Or make him a she and call her Wendy Sanders. Okay, so let's decide this Sanders character. We've got a few suggestions here, so we need to fully decide what route we're going to take this. So we're going to have a chicken. Let's get the chicken first of all. There's going to be a child chasing a chicken as well. I hope we have got a chicken asset. I mean, I might have to go Google searching for some more assets because we don't have. Oh, we got a chicken here. We do have a chicken, guys. Here's our chicken. Got a little chicken here. Now, the outside of the inn doesn't need the sign because it already has a sign that says inn. Oh, okay, I get it now. You're trying to be clever, aren't you? I was like, hang on a minute. I'm so like, my brain thinks weirdly, like it doesn't get jokes. So I'm always like taking it literally and like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, now I get it. I'm just mostly being silly. Oh God, yeah. The KFC guy. Oh my God. See, if there's anything like that, I mean, I get it now. I get the reference, Rex. I didn't click at first. You might have to state the obvious with these things, guys, with me. You know what I'm like. I'm very silly sometimes. You thought it was fried duck. But yeah, does he wear a white suit? Have we got an elf guy in a white? I mean, I can change the asset colours. That isn't a problem at all. And it wouldn't be too time consuming for me to change their colours. So, he's not bald, is he? The KFC dude. So, we can't go for the bald guy. Yeah, I'm looking at assets now, but you guys can't see them. Describe what he looks like, Rex. I know I've seen the logo of him, but I need to know more what he looks like. Don't forge the merchant from a distant land that sells useless items in no use for high prices just because. We're probably not going to have a merchant, like not an actual travelling merchant anyway, because we got an item shop. Although in the forest later on we might have a merchant. But we'll all be deciding what items get sold as well. We'll decide together, like what we're gonna call potions and Phoenix Downs and stuff. Because we're not gonna just call it Phoenix Down. Like that's total copyright from Final Fantasy VII. Even though we could, no problem. Be nice to have a reference to Final Fantasy. Top Bra, thank you so much for the raid again. I appreciate you. And David, thank you for the host as well. How are you guys doing? Did you have a good stream? It's wonderful to see you again, guys. And were you doing some more game dev again today, Top Bra? Let's have a look. You were, I think. How did it go? How's your game going? Tell us all about it. I hope it's going well. I appreciate that raid. Carl Sanders, old guy with amazing head of white hair. Oh yeah, he does. I knew he wasn't bald. There's a guy here with white hair, but he's wearing glasses. That's the problem. So I will have to edit him so he's not wearing glasses. But we got an old guy here. What do you think of this guy here above my head? Except if he didn't have glasses and if his outfit colour was changed, could he look a bit like him? So any asset editing I'm going to be doing off stream today. Not sure if we're going to have time to be doing asset editing off stream. I mean, I was going to actually do the barrels avatar today, but we've still got some polls up about the barrel. We're still deciding what the barrel's going to look like. So feel free to suggest ideas, guys, for the barrel. Our lovely barrel NPC. So it's probably better that I won't do the barrel NPC because we still haven't finalised yet. Like I'm going to have the polls open for at least 24 hours. So everyone gets a chance to vote. Top Bra. Hi Cooler, welcome. Thanks for joining. How are you doing? I was doing game dev. The stream was pretty quiet, but it's all right. Let me hunker down and focus. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting a chance to focus, and I hope it's all going smoothly. Hope it's treating you good. Phoenix Down, never heard of it. Sounds kind of like those resurrecting Firebird feathers though. Yeah. So next week's stream, I mean, we're not going yet. I'm only just letting you guys know what's coming up next time. God, I'm going to burp. We've still got an hour of stream left, so I'm not going yet. But next week we will probably be fleshing out the NPCs a bit more and coming up with names that we can call the potions and Phoenix Downs. Like, if you guys have got any creative suggestions for item names and stuff. We're not going to do that today simply because we've already got quite a lot of polls already today, and we've still got another poll that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing that one shortly, actually. So now is the time to be in stream because we've got a big poll coming up. At the moment, we're just putting NPCs in the village. We're coming up with some creative names for them. I really like the names we've got. We've got Margaret Itemsby. She's our shopkeeper that sells the items. We've got Blake Smith, our blacksmith, and Keith Masters as well, who might be his apprentice, or maybe Keith Masters is the master and Blake Smith is the apprentice. But they might be brothers, I think. And we've got Elizabeth Winchester and Helena Winchester that work in the tavern. And they're addicted to wine, clearly, because of their name. And we got Nigel Buckington, who is the innkeeper, and he's surrounded by books. So, yeah, we've got some really cool creative names for our NPCs so far. We've still got loads more. We've got Sanders. What's Sanders' first name going to be, guys? We've got Sanders here is with a chicken inspired by KFC. I mean, I'm adding it because it got suggested and it's actually pretty funny. So we've got Colonel Sanders here, but we need a first name for him. What's his first name? What's his first name? Is that his real name, Ken Sanders? It doesn't have to be his first. Like, we can just. I think it's pretty obvious that it's a reference to him anyway, even if his first name was different. And hi Java, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. It's lovely to see you. And hi Hired Huntress, how are you guys doing? I only know him. I don't know his first name. I need to Google him on Wikipedia. But yeah, I'll just put Colonel Sanders down. Right, we're gonna have a child here that's chasing the chicken too. So we'll just. Oh my gosh, my tummy rumbled big time. Where's the child assets gone? Okay, that's a child. So just stick that child there for now. Right, I think they're the only thing. There was a fisherman. There was a fisherman, so we still need to put our fisherman somewhere. Let's stick him here. No, probably not there because he wouldn't be able to escape. We'll put our fisherman here. I heard that rumble. Can you? Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. My tummy's rumbling. I'm hungry. We need a daughter named Penelope. Yeah? What's the reason for Penelope? Is there a special reason for that? I do like the name. Penelope. I'm hungry. It's dinner time. So yeah, I probably might stream a tiny bit earlier just because I'm starving and need food, but I'm not ending it yet. I'm having too much fun. I might just get food, but I just don't like eating on stream. Okay, who are we after? Oh, fisherman, that's it. What should our fisherman look like? None of them look fisherman-y, the fisherman type. Oh my god, stop rumbling! This is crazy. Shut up, Belly. Shut up. Shut up. You're embarrassing me. Are you chasing chickens, chicken chaser? We're gonna have a few chickens, I think. Well, it's more like we might just have, yeah, we might have a few chickens. It makes sense if we've got the KFC dude here, but we need more animals for sure. Turn the volume. You want to hear my belly? Really? You want to hear my belly? But yeah, we should have a daughter. Whose daughter? Maybe it should be Keith Masters' daughter, Penelope. I don't know. I need to know the relevance of Penelope first. I mean, if she'd be called Penelope Masters, would that go? I mean, if there can't be... Blake Smith and Keith Masters can't be brothers because they don't have the same surname. Duh. Oh my God, shut up, Belly. Duh. But I like their names, though, and they look like brothers, so... Damn it. What are we going to do? I can't find a fisherman either. I'm going to have to just stick some asset there for now and just change it if necessary. Oh, we got some more up here. I'm going to stick this guy here for now, but I'm probably going to change the... No, that's a girl. I'll stick that guy here for now, but I might change the asset to one that looks more like a fisherman at some point. But I just like sticking them there so I don't forget about them. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm about to eat this. Oh no, you want me to rumble more? Do you like hearing my belly rumble or something? You like hearing my belly rumble? Oh my God, I didn't turn the music back on, guys. So I've not had no music on this whole time. I did have some on earlier, but okay, let's put it back on. Okay, I apologise, damn. Okay. I'm okay, I'm not hungry one bit. I've got some milk here and it's going to fill me up now. Yummy. Why are there so many graves in the small island centre? Because there was a massacre. There was a horrible, horrible incident in this village. And a lot of people died. A lot. And they had to go somewhere, didn't they? But the reason why they were put here, which might have been a very silly place for them to be buried, but they were put here because it's by the tree. And this tree is a spirit of goodness. It is like a very good tree. It gives words of wisdom, and everybody here is obsessed with it, basically. So it was like a way to respect the people that died. Yep, that's the story. That was one of the poll options from last week. It was. Damn, I need to, this is why the Discord exists, because I'm going to put every single poll of all time on the Discord, on a channel, so you can see all the old polls, because over time we're going to have hundreds. But Silence right. Last week, that was the reason why are the graves there. This software involved coding. Hi, Micah. Welcome to stream. Some coding. It depends how creative and how much you want to stretch your game, really. So yeah, you don't need to you can get by in this software with little coding knowledge, I'd say. I mean, I'm not a coder, and I manage. What was that noise? What is disturbing me? I think it's Discord. I don't have some channels muted, so I'm getting noises. I'm getting random noises. How are you anyway, Micah? Welcome. Okay, so what we'll be doing, we were doing the NPCs. Is there any NPCs that I've missed out, guys, that got suggested? So we have I mean, what about poor Margaret Itonsbury? Is she married? Does she have a hubby? Or is she widowed now? Oh, maybe her hubby was one of the people that died in the massacre. That's right, she's on her own now. Poor Margaret, she's lonely. Do you guys agree with that story? Because we got it, some of their family. Like, I feel like everybody that lived here lost somebody. So, yeah. Raindrops. Oh, nearly in the top 200, Silent. Congrats. I'm proud of you. Okay, so that's kind of what I've got for Margaret so far. You guys can help out give ideas for who the other victims could have been if you want. I'm going to say widowed, lost husband in massacre. What about the Fonz-like character? Who's that? Describe to me, Silent. Okay, and we've got yeah, we got these two. I don't think they are brothers after all, because they don't have the same surname. But maybe their partners died, or maybe they lost their partners too. But you know, there's still lovers in this village, because there's going to be people that have wrote their hearts with initials. So maybe these two could have a lover in the village. Yeah, we're going to have to play Cupid, guys. We need to match up these villages with others. Also, the misunderstood genius inventor. Oh, okay. A cool dude. Okay, then. Well, if we've got a cool dude, they definitely have to be somebody who's with a lover. One of the young couples who writes names on the trees. He probably would have been the one that started it, if he's a troublemaker, doing that to the poor tree. What do you reckon, guys? Okay. Maybe he should be... No, I don't know if he should be in front of the tree, because that would reveal he was the one that did it. And we don't want to make it too obvious who these lovers are that are doing that to the tree. Yeah, exactly. You agree, Silent? That should be one of the naughty people, one of the naughty lovers. Okay, who looks like a troublemaker here? He looks like a troublemaker. This dude here, let's zoom in on him. This guy with the spiky hair, he looks like he's a troublemaker. But I don't think he'd be hanging around outside the inn somehow. Where would a troublemaker? A troublemaker would be in the tavern drinking, obviously. Maybe he should be Helena's lover. Maybe. Or maybe that could be a red herring. Who knows? It would be really funny if his initials are multiple carvings. Yeah, so what are we going to call him then? He needs an initial that really stands out, so that we know that it's on multiple carvings. He can't have the same initials as anybody else. So have we got any ideas for his name? A name for a troublemaker? And what's his relevance in the village? Where does he work? What does he do? Does he do nothing all day? Maybe he's on the dole. Maybe he doesn't do anything. Maybe he's just a troublemaker and just steals people's money. Yeah, I don't know if he should have a job. Meh. Fonzie. I like it, Tetsu. Fonzie. But have we got an F? Have we got FF? What letters are taken? M. M for Margaret. K for Keith. Blake. B for Blake. E for Elizabeth. H for Helena. Nigel for Nigel. N for Nigel. Oh my god. C for Charlie. H for Hook. We don't know the child's name yet. And we don't know what Sanders' first name is yet. Arnold Bones. Bones. Is Bones a badass name to have? Do you guys think it's badass to be called Bones? But yeah, we probably need an I, if that's the case. It's bad to the bone. Fonz is funny, but maybe that'd be too obvious that it's a reference to the Fonz then. Okay, Arnold Bones then. We'll go for it. I'm going to put the Fonz though in brackets so that I remember that that was the reference. Okay. Have we got enough? I don't think we've got enough lovers in the village, have we? Young lovers. So we've got Arnold, who's young. We've got Nigel, who's young. We've got Helen and Elizabeth that are young. One of these guys could be young, maybe. He might be a bit younger, but I don't know. Fisherman. Oh no, maybe he's older. We could probably do with another young one. That's actually their name. I see, I haven't watched that show, so I don't even know. You guys could be giving me names of all these existing fictional characters and I wouldn't even know. I'd be like, yeah, that's a good one. But really, they're already a real character. Oh, Arnold Bones' surname. Okay, so Bones is actually the nickname. I feel like that's good. I feel like it's a good troublemaker name. But his surname could be Bones as well. Like, I don't know. If Arnold, yeah, maybe he should have another surname then. What do you reckon? Arnold something. Arnold Bones something. From Star Trek. Yeah. We haven't got any else that could work, but A is a good one. I think A stands out more as a letter than L. So, yeah. When there's A with a heart with a lot of initials, then it'll be pretty obvious it's Arnold. Arnold Bonesaw. That's good as well, Dave. Bones is the Doctor in Star Trek. Really? I'm watching Next Generation at the moment, but I haven't seen some of the Star Treks. So I'm a noob. Should we call him Bonesaw then? Yeah. Is Bonesaw a real surname? For a character? But yeah, his nickname can be Bones. But Bonesaw can be his full surname. And that works because it would make sense why he was nicknamed Bones if his name Bonesaw. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Bones is from TOS though. What's TOS stand for? You'll tell me and I'll be like, obviously. I'm always slow. It's a little spooky, but I think it's cool. Dr. McCoy is called Bones as a shortening of Sawbones, an old nickname for a doctor. Yeah? First episode of Next Generation, he's right at the start, that's Bones. Oh really? I don't remember Tetsun. It was quite recent when I watched that as well. I don't remember. Was he only in the one episode? That's probably why I forgot if it was just in the one episode. They were called Sawbones because they'd, well, sawbones with their bone saws. There's going to be so many random references in this, and most of them I'm going to be like, I don't know what that means, but it's funny. It's funny to have character references. Okay, so have we got, I think we need a couple more NPCs. Or maybe that's enough. Maybe just having Arnold and the two sisters in the tavern will be enough, and Nigel as well. But no, maybe it isn't. We need more. We can't just have like two couples or three couples. We need more. Maybe we should put someone here. A random lady. She could be Arnold's secret lover. we'll just stick her there for now. I don't know if that's going to be the asset we use, but yeah, she's just going to stand there and have absolutely no relevance, this one. She's just a pretty girl. Just a random pretty girl that Arnold likes. And then their initials will be in the tree. We need a name for her, though. The lover, one of Arnold's lovers needs a name. But I think Arnold has a thing going on with both girls in the tavern as well, both sisters. So that's 3 on the go. Robert Swen, who's that? Who's that going to be? If you guys have want to reference characters from any other shows, mention what the show is, because I haven't watched every single show in the world, so it would be definitely interesting to know who the reference belongs to, for sure. But I'm thinking of putting up the next poll. It's very soon, because we are coming into the final sections of stream. So I'm going to be putting up the next poll soon, guys. I'm excited. This is the big poll. This is the story poll. Vanessa Apple, I like it. I mean, she needs to... Does she like apples? I like the name though. I like it because it begins with V, and we don't have any V characters yet. It'll have a heart V. You don't know all the pop culture, Rose. I'm shocked and amazed. I know, and I've spent like a bazillion hours on tvtropes.org as well. I don't just spend so long on there just looking through all the different tropes. The best website on earth, by the way. tvtropes.org. Find out about it if you don't know about it already, guys. Do you have Swen as a surname? We only have it as a first name. I've heard the name Swen before as a first name. It wasn't a manager called Sven Eriksson, a Swedish football manager. That's where I've heard it before anyway. Seemed like a good last name. It is a good last name. It can, even if it only works as a first name, we can have it as a surname. Remember, this game's going to make no sense. People are going to have names from all different cultures, and there's going to be a mishmash of culture going on here. Someone mentioned that there's a modern piano and a modern clock here, and this isn't like an older town, but there's it's just a mishmash. We're going to just have a mishmash, guys. This is a mishmash game. Hi Belle, how are you doing today? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Add a WoW reference. Topper McNabb. The Stormwind beggar who keeps telling players he'll pay you a burger on Thursday makes it so the player can give it 1 coin of currency every time you interact with it in order to trial players to bankruptcy. I really like these creative ideas, guys. I mean, some of them will be in other towns. We can't have everybody in one town. Like for example, a beggar might suit being in a more poorer area, because we're definitely going to have the poorer towns as well. This one isn't, I don't think this is going to be super poor. It's just like a simple village, really, and a nice chilled, laid back little wooded little village. But yeah, I want to have all these NPCs noted down, and that's what the Discord's for, guys, for keeping track of all your ideas, so we don't forget. Tired? I hope you get some rest. Have a nap, Val. Hope you feel better soon. Oh really, Kung? That's awesome. Yeah, it was definitely a Swedish football manager that I remember having that name, because we got a lot of old sort of English names that we've gone for here in this town. But yeah, it doesn't matter if we have a mishmash of different cultures and names in this game. Don't get tied down to it has to be medieval, it has to be old England. We got a barrel NPC in this game, so that says it all. This is a bonkers game. We got a barrel NPC. The village is a name now. Use it. It's Lake Fall, actually. It's called Lake Falls. So mainly because we got a lake here and falls, waterfalls. Forgot because I haven't heard it enough. Yeah, I keep calling it the village because we only thought of Lake Fall last week, so it still needs to be put in my brain. But over time, it'll start to be remembered. Okay, so I'm gonna probably do the poll, guys. I think now would be a really good time to get the final poll of the day up. But this is a special poll. This is different to all the other polls we've had so far. I'm going to save it. I think we've got a lot of good NPCs here. I might put in a few others if we have to, but I think we've got a good base. So they're all there. I'll make sure they're all ready for next week. With the right hair colours and clothes colours and stuff, and we can flesh them out a bit more next week. We can give them dialogue next week because we're going to do dialogue today, but we've mainly been making NPCs and chatting about the barrel today. And thank you for the follows as well, guys. Russ and White, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so right, let's get a poll website up again. And guys, if you haven't voted on the polls of the week yet, these are them. It's literally all about our barrel NPC. And for those of you that don't know, I'll just update you guys on who the barrel NPC is. We've got 4 barrels here behind this building. They've been transported here. There's probably, like, you know, stuff in them that's needed in the tavern. Gosh, my bloody belly. I'm so embarrassed. Please ignore my rumbling belly, guys. I'm absolutely famished. Okay. So, yeah, there's barrels here. And one of these barrels is sentient. It's alive. It's got a face and it talks. Our hero of the story happens to be inside it. He escaped from where he was from and hopped into this barrel and got transported here. We still don't know where the hero came from, why he left his hometown. That's all a big mystery at the moment. All we know is he's in the barrel and the barrel's ended up here. And the barrel as well is here for a reason too. We still have a lot of questions to where the barrel's from. But those poll questions are basically about the barrel. So it's just like, what's the barrel going to be called? What's its face going to look like? Because I'll have to draw the face on the barrel as well. And I forgot what the other questions were, but they're all there. You can't hear it good. Someone mentioned they could hear my belly earlier, and ever since then I've been like, oh no, I've been paranoid. I've been paranoid that you can hear, but I'm glad if you can't. Okay, so but we're gonna have oh my god, I'm actually nervous about this poll though, because this is the big poll. I'm nervous about it. This is the poll that's gonna change everything. It's the start of the story, because all we've been doing so far is should we minimize it? Yeah, all we've been doing so far is just building the world, really. Talking about ideas. We haven't started the plot, so this is the fun bit. I'm going to just explain to you what's involved here. Basically, every time a new part of the game, a new part has to be added to the game, I will write a paragraph, but it will be an incomplete paragraph. And you guys get to finish the paragraph off. You can put in as many suggestions and ideas as you want. There can be bloody 50 suggestions here if you want. But whatever wins, whatever tops, whatever gets the highest number of likes, hearts, you click on the heart to vote. That will be what wins and how the story goes. And then when that bit's finished, I will write another paragraph and another incompleted paragraph that you guys would finish off for me. So we're starting it. we're starting it. And I'm going to be starting it off quite simple. It's going to be simple, but you can be as wacky as you want with how the second part of the paragraph ends if you want. I'm going to just start it off as simply as possible. So, okay. So, it's going to be a bit of a boring one to start off with, but I know it's going to get wacky with some of your ideas. I hope it's a really cute story. I've been listening carefully. I want to hear the tummy rumble. Have you heard it yet, Rex? Have you heard it or not? Okay, so luckily there's no character limit on this. I tested it to make sure, and there isn't. We can go on and ramble for as long as we like. So I'm gonna write this bit in capitals because I want people to know what the hell this is, otherwise they're not gonna know. It's important, it's well labelled. Chapter 1, because to keep it all organised, we're gonna have chapters, the best way to keep track. So like this lakefall section of the game is going to be chapter 1. When we get to the next section of the game, that will be chapter 2. But it's part 1 of chapter 1 this is, so here we go. And I don't know when we'll do chapter 1 part 2, but it'll be whenever we finish part 1 basically, which might be a few weeks, because it's probably we'll be doing this part of the story for a while, probably at least a few weeks. Something Graves and Tragedy will say. I'm really hyped to see what wins the poll, guys. It's going to be open for, well, those 4 polls about the barrel will be open for 24 hours. This poll might be open for longer, guys. I might keep this poll open for, I don't know about the whole week, but I'm tempted to leave this poll open for the whole week because it's an important one. But the short little polls, like the ones we did in the stream, will be open for 24 hours. So all I'm saying is, don't panic if you haven't had a chance to think of an idea, or if you want time to think of an idea, because this poll will probably be open for a week. It's definitely going to be open longer than a day, I'll tell you that. But keep an eye on the Twitter if you want to know news, and when I post this up, I'll let you know then if it'll be open, for how long it will be open for. Okay, so here we go. We're going to write it. Okay, so we're going to start simple. This is all going to start very simple. We're going to just describe where we are and what we're doing. So it's a summer's day in Lakefall when our hero arrives. So yeah, it's starting off very, very boring. Our hero's arrived. He's in a barrel, so the hero pokes there, and yeah, we call the hero a they or a there because it's a custom hero. They don't have a gender because they can either be a male or female depending on how you create them. So I'm calling them a they or a there. The hero pokes their head out the barrel they hid in to get there. I'll have to read this over to make sure there's no typos, by the way. And is startled to discover that the barrel can talk. So basically I'm just writing how the intro is going to go. The hero pokes his head out a barrel, and the barrel starts talking to him. So they're going to have a conversation. We'll probably write the dialogue together for that next week, because I will have the barrel avatar by then. I will have made the decisions for what the barrel's face is going to look like, and it'll be ready. We'll be ready to start a dialogue. So we'll be doing all this part next week. So yeah, like basically he's been stowaway, the hero, in this barrel while he's travelled here, but the whole time the hero's not known that the barrel can talk. The barrel's just been silent, and the hero's just thought it's just a normal barrel, but all of a sudden it just starts talking. when he pokes his head out. We don't know what the barrel's going to say yet. Could say something really funny. It could say something really weird. Something really... We haven't figured out that yet, but I'm interested to see what it will end up being. Not a day in autumn. Well, it's summer because we create sunbeams. That's why. We create some sunbeams. I look like Abby from... Yeah, I've been told that. What actually? A few people have said so. It's probably just the glasses, to be honest. I probably look nothing like her when I take glasses off. Or will make sure day. Oh dear. Oh dear, Tetsu. Bit too lewd for this stream. Not, maybe type it out in a word processor notepad so you can at least read it. But I probably will actually sign. I'm going to copy and paste it and make sure it's all okay. I have made some notes in Notepad, but it's all just like gibberish at the moment. Okay, later in the day. Okay, so basically this is the intro, and now we got to do it so it connects with the next part of the story. So we have to like give the hero a motivation now to want to go out in the forest and a reason to leave this village. So that's the next thing that we need to do. So later in the day. Right, now I'm thinking there's an NPC now. A certain NPC is going to send the hero on a quest to head out into the forest. And then it'll be ... So you guys are going to be filling in the reason for why we're going in the forest. So what's the reason? But right, we need to figure out what NPC is going to give the hero the quest. I'm going to just put X at the moment and write the rest of it first. Sends the hero on a quest to head out in the forest. 2. How many dots should we do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so is that enough dots? Okay, so that's where it ends, and you guys have to fill the rest in. But first, we need to figure out what NPC is the one sending the hero on a quest. So we're going to decide that now. Who's going to be the NPC sending the hero on a quest? Is it going to be Margaret Itemsby? Is it going to be Keith Masters or Blake Smith? Elizabeth Winchester or Helena Winchester? Nigel Buckington? Is it going to be the fisherman? Is it going to be Colonel Sanders? Is it going to be Arnold Bones? Or is it going to be Vanessa Apple? Which is going to be the NPC that sends the hero on this main quest journey? It's the big decision. What do you guys think? If you don't know, I will decide myself. But this NPC is clearly important to the story. They're going to be... We need to figure out which NPC we've got here is the one that really is the vital NPC here. Maybe it should be one that doesn't currently have a role. Like someone like Vanessa Apple is doing nothing. She's just standing there. She doesn't have any reason to... She's just like an empty NPC at the moment. Someone like her could be the one that sends the hero into the forest. Maybe. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know. It could be literally anyone. But we need to figure it out. Otherwise this poll will never get done. I'm gonna copy and paste it into Notepad though. Make sure there's no typos or anything. Okay. Yay, no typos. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it should be someone that works in a building, actually. I don't know which one, though. Have a look who we got. I think you should leave it more flexible and allow multiple suggestions of the NPC or a reason that leads to the hero to lead the village. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. That's why it ends in let's get it back up. That's why it ends in ... because you guys are filling in the blank here. That's the whole point. Because we're going to have you guys suggest loads of reasons for why. Why are we going out into the forest? What is the quest? What is the reason? Now, this is really open-ended. It could literally be anything from killing a bunch of monsters to finding a special item or finding a person or someone's, you know, there's so much that we could go here. But yeah, that's basically what it is, and I figured it's probably the best direction to go for this first section. But I think figuring out who the NPC that does it is a decision that needs to be made. Because hang on, let's see if we could word it in a way where we don't necessarily have to know what the NPC is. I could just say later in the day, one of the villagers sends the hero on a quest to head out in the forest too. Like that keeps it open then. That means we haven't decided. We can put a poll up next week then on who that villager could be. That would work. Okay. Earlier in the day, a village. Okay, I feel like it's a bit long and winded though, that last sentence at the moment, so I'm going to reword it. The hero pokes her head out at the barrel and I hit it. That bit's fine. Out in the day. To go. Okay, sends Aaron a quest to one of the villagers. Sends it's just like literally the last words that I'm struggling with. It's just like it's just a bit not making sense. This is where I head out. Thanks for lovely stream. Enjoy the rest of the day. Lovely purple pink sapling. Thank you for hanging out. It's been lovely to have you with us. I hope you have a fantastic day. Have an amazing day. Okay, so I'm not in a name. Sends the hero on a quest to... I want to put forest because I want them to go in the forest. That's the next stage, so... They send the hero on a quest... Okay, I put a full stop there because I think that sentence is too long. Later in the day, one of the villagers sends the hero on a quest. No, it gives the hero a quest. That's better. One of the villagers gives the hero a quest. The hero must go in the forest. Go to the forest. And okay, I think that works. Okay, I'm going to read it out to you guys. I'll just copy and paste it in here first. Let me know what you think. I'm interested on what your opinions are before we submit. Okay. Chapter 1, Part 1. It's a summer's day in Lakefall when our hero arrives. The hero pokes their head out the barrel they hid in to get there, and is startled to discover that the barrel can talk. Later in the day, one of the villagers gives the hero a quest. The hero must go to the forest and... So it's very simple. It's literally the hero arrives in Lakefall. He talks to one of the villagers and they give him a quest. And he has to go to forest, The exciting bit is why the hero has to go in the forest. Like, that is what is going to make the rest of this paragraph exciting. This This is just standard stuff here. So I think it's good because it allows you to be creative for the reason why we have to go to the forest. I mean, there's not much talk about barrel. I mean, we started off like, yeah, we poked our head out a barrel, but we don't know what barrel's relevance is to the story yet, so we're not going to talk about barrel anymore. We're moving on to the actual quest that we're given. Barrel and what his purpose is all depends on the poll votes today. He's probably going to be some side character that tags along with the hero, I'm guessing. Does the barrel have a name? Not yet, bad. We have some polls if you're interested in voting, and the first one, that first link, is the name for the barrel. So if you want to vote or add your own suggestion, completely, it would be great if you did. The more the better, the more the merrier. So I'm very excited just to see how those poll. Yeah, please submit those suggestions. That would be amazing. They'll all go in the poll. So just submit your suggestions. They sound really good, very creative. So yeah, just put them in. Totally awesome. And you think it's perfect, Rex? I'm glad. And why? What? Yeah. Yeah, I think at first I was thinking, who should the NPC be that gives the quest? But there's no reason to be so specific, because all that will be decided in polls next week. We'll probably do polls like which NPC gives a hero the quest next week, and we'll flesh it more out then. So I'm going to put there's rain blood. There we go. So let's hope it all comes up good. Let's have a look how it looks. Okay, it all fits. No character limit. Actually, I'm being a complete fussy here. I want to put chapter 1 part 1 in capitals, just so it stands, so that the lowercase bit stands out more. So I'm going to be a big silly and do it again. Let's delete this poll. Okay. I want the actual paragraph story bit to not blend in too much with the title, if you get what I mean. But I feel it's important to give it a title and label it, because we're going to have so many of these, so we want to make sure it's well labelled. Okay, so thank you so much, Chuck, for that host. I appreciate that. I'm doing great, Chuck. How are you? We're making a game. I think you might have seen about it on Twitter, actually. I'm going to give you the command so you can have a read if you're interested. Everything's on that link. I've got an FAQ section and all the links about it. So how are you doing? I hope you're well. How have you been? What have you been playing lately? All right, I'm ready. Okay, guys, I'm going to link you to the poll. This is the big poll, guys. This is the poll that everybody's been waiting for. So, okay. This is going to be open for a week. This one is. It's not going to be closed until next weekend. So we've got a whole week to vote for that. And once it's closed, we will know how the story is going to go. But by next week's stream, we will know which one won. And we'll have more idea of what we're going to do then. And we'll have more polls to vote on and stuff. So that's going to be really fun. So write in your suggestions. I've got one myself that I'm going to put in. But please don't be biased and vote for mine. You vote for your whatever one you like, and or add your own. Mine's pretty simple. I'm sure that mine's going to be very normal compared to some of the suggestions that are going to get added. So right, what's mine going to be? I've made a note of it somewhere, but I think I put it somewhere else. Let me just find it. Why did it say sorry this poll doesn't exist? It does exist. Okay, so I'm going to put mine in. Okay, later in the day, one of the villagers gives the hero a quest. The hero must go to the forest and... I'll read that in a second, make sure it makes sense. Remember when it came to like, yay, I've been doing okay, still streaming, been playing some Zelda, and now trying to build an Animal Crossing community. That sounds absolutely awesome. Loads of people love Animal Crossing. It's a super cute game. Best of luck with that, Chuck. You do awesome. This is a lot of fun, though I worry my plot hook may be a tiny bit cliche. Well, Silent and Lost, feel free to put whatever idea pops into your head, and you've got the whole week to come up with more. So, say if like you think you're in bed tonight and you're like, oh gosh, I think that'd be amazing if they go to the forest and do that thing, then feel free to add it tomorrow or whenever in the week you come up, because I'm sure... If I only had this one open for a day, I don't think it's allowing people enough time to think. I think leaving this poll open for a week's the best thing to do, because we're going to think of more ideas, aren't we, over the week. And hi, Wheelo. Ideas like vampires and tentacle monsters. How you doing, Wheelo? It's so good to see you. I hope you're having a great Monday. But you can add more. Like, Silent, if you've had a suggestion, just add another. Add 10, add 20. Add as many as you want, guys. There's no limit here. But I'm going to put mine. I know, should I do a capital letter or not? I know it's like in the middle of a paragraph, so I'm like, should I do? I don't care. We'll just put that. Okay. Here I switches, but the villager tells them they will have to wait and see. Okay, so that's mine. That's my choice, but I know that everybody thinks the ones that get in first and write their ideas first are more likely going to be the ones that win. But that's not necessarily the case. Like, I will put up tweets throughout the week reminding people about this. I'll be like, don't forget to vote in the poll if you haven't already. I'll probably do that again in a few days, just to remind people to look again if there's any new options. Why are you not working? Hurry up and submit yourself. I think it's broken. Mine's not entering. I hope my internet's not bugged out. I was ready before you finished making the poll, were you? I hadn't even wrote the story, Silent. How did you know how it was gonna go? How did you guess? Monday is A. How's your... Oh, Munyai. I love it, Wheeler. Yeah, Monday should be renamed to Munyai. So much more fun to be called that. But my Monday's going well, simply because of the fantastic people here and how fun this stream's been. Like, it's been fun this week and last week. I'm really glad I decided to do this, because it's just really fun to just talk to you guys like this and come up with ideas together. But bloody hell, why won't you work? My idea isn't getting submitted. It doesn't like me. Oh my gosh, Silent and Lost. I love it. I'm gonna do the ... thing that you've done as well. I think that's best. Yours is like so big. See what I mean? There's no character limit. And it's brilliant, isn't it? Like, this is the best website ever. But yeah, mine's very simple. Mine's like the boring one. Like, it's open. One thing I like about mine is it's open-ended. I mean, it could be absolutely anything, the magical item. And that's pretty cool. But it's probably going to be very boring compared to some of the choices. Like, you guys are going to come up with some really creative things, which will probably be voted for, and I'm excited to see. What's with the failfish? Willow! Oh my goodness. I have a moustache that I've always dreamed of having. I've got an old man moustache. Oh my gosh, I look dapper. What do you guys think? Does it suit me? It's perfect, isn't it? Is it meant to be a beard? It looks like sideburns. I can't work out if it's a moustache or beard. What is it? I don't know what it is, but I like it. Can I keep it forever, please? It's making me look like I've got a very, very, you know, chiseled square jaw. This is. I look really manly. I love it. Look at my chin. I'm like proper manly. Okay, it's gone back to normal now. I think that like altered the shape of my chin. It was brilliant. Thank you, Wiglo. I appreciate that. Too adorable. Definitely sideburn. Thank you, Wiglo. That was funny. I loved it. Thank you for the £2 and for the mask. Appreciate you. Here we are then. It's called mutton chops, was it? Chin rock. Wasn't my chin amazing? This is why I love filters, because you get to see yourself in many different ways. Beards don't swoop on like that. Who knows? Thank you, Chuck, for submitting. That's awesome. I'll be posting this poll on Twitter later, and because so more people get the chance to see and get in their votes and suggestions. So it's true though, if you're in first, if you game first, you're more likely going to get voted on. So I'm not going to be voting for anything yet. I'm going to be doing all my votes later. But this is pretty cool. You can make it as long or as brief as you like, guys. Like you can, like I've done the super short one, and Silent and Chuck have done super long ones, and either way is fine. You're allowed to be as creative as you want to be. Where'd it go? What's happening? Yeah, it only lasted for a bit. I think it lasts for 60 seconds. What's with the moustache? What happened? What it is, it's face masks. I think it's something Streamlabs have done now. With donations, they allow the option to have a mask or accessory on your face. So if you're interested, have a look into it and you'll see exactly what it is. But they're always very funny. Best chin on Twitch, yeah. Okay, guys, so I mean, I could add this to the poll of the day thing, but I don't think there's any point now, because we're nearing the end of the stream now. So but it will go up on Twitter, and it will be up for a week. The other polls, these polls here, these 4 polls here, these will only be open for a day. So get your votes in fast for those ones. They'll all be going on Twitter. I'll be posting these later too. So yeah, I'm super excited to see what tops the result, because I haven't even been looking at the polls. I've not read any of them or looked at any of them. I do all that off stream, and I don't want to be biased towards any of the submissions. You see, I don't want to sway anybody, which is why I don't read them or vote myself or anything. Pole dancers, Lil Wheelo. But yes, make sure if you've got any good ideas, add them to the polls. Anything that's put in chat won't get recorded, unfortunately. Same for any ideas for NPCs or side quests and all that. Got any ideas, then the Discord's the best place for that, so that everything gets recorded and remembered. It's sadly the thing with Twitch chat is that once the stream's ended, it's not kept forever, which is the unfortunate thing about Twitch chat. I mean, it lasts for a bit, doesn't it? But then after a certain amount of days, everything disappears. Can it be a quest for pizza? It can be whatever you want it to be. I've left it open-ended on purpose. We don't, the hero, we don't know why he's going to the forest, but who knows? We got so many possibilities where this could go. And guys, yeah, if you think of more than one, if you've got another idea, if tomorrow or the day after you think of another one and you think, actually, that's cool, add that one as well. You can add as many as you want. Okay, guys, so I might end stream now. I'm a very hungry lady. My tummy's been rumbling all stream. I think we're at a point now that's a good place to stop. Let's just catch you up on what we've been doing. I'll just minimise this poll. I need to keep that link though. We don't want to lose it. Okay. So I'll just refresh you guys on what we've done today. I finished all the interiors. We've got the actual village here. And we've got all the 4 shops here all done, and we've been filling them out with NPCs. We've been giving them names. We've got a list of names for them. We've got some really creative names that you guys have come up with for the NPCs today, which is really fun. And we talked about Barrel, who everybody seems to like, a Barrel NPC, and I'll be working on his avatar off stream this week. Hopefully he'll be done by next stream so you can see what he looks like, guys. O'Shea might not be a boy. Barrel might not even have a gender. We don't know. We only know from the polls. Vote on the polls. Those polls are how we'll shape Barrel. And yeah, so it's all about being about the NPCs today. Next week will be about dialogue, I think. I thought we were going to do some dialogue today, but we haven't had time to, so it'll be dialogue next week. We'll be giving some funny lines for Barrel and the other NPCs to say. We'll likely do the quest as well. We might add some side quests and the main quest as well, because we'll know what it is by then. We'll know what what would have won the poll. Nice map, thank you, Wheeler. Wow, it looks wonderful. Did you make the game art? If yes, how? Hi, Comfy Chair. No. We've got a project here. It's got all the information on the project here. I've got an FAQ section, so if you're interested in anything, how it was done, what software it's made on, what art was used and where I got it from, have a look at that. All information is on that link. So have a read, Comfy. But thanks for stopping by. I'm a graphic designer. I'm going to be doing a lot of edits. I'm going to be creating an NPC barrel avatar. Yes, a talking barrel. That's right, you heard it. I'll be doing an avatar of that. So yes, some of the art will be mine, but not all. Like literally 90% of it won't be mine, probably. Some of it I'll be editing, like just simple edits, but simply because it'd be far too time consuming. This project would take another 10 years to complete if I was doing everything myself. So it's just for time scale and for that simply. Oh, over already. I can't wait until the next creative stream. I know, same. Is there a website? I have a blog. If you look at that link I gave you on that Twitch link, there's a link that I've got a link tree thing that's got a link to all the social medias, the blog, and all the character sheets and stuff. So if you look at that, everything is on there. Literally, that's the link to look at. So yay!